Welcome to the Table 18 podcast. My name is Cuddy, and that's
Damon Conklin.
Damon Conklin. Sounds like you had a busy weekend.
Yeah, a little bit.
What were you up to? Tell me a couple highlights.
Well, you know, my shop, Super Genius Tattoo, we had the block party flash extravaganza this weekend and drew up a bunch of custom flash for the event. People came through, got lots of stuff. We had block party going on right outside. Surprisingly few, like, really drunk people. I always expect, maybe that's just because I'm, who I am, an alcoholic
You'd be out
history.
there killing it. Yeah,
You know, I expect people to be, like, just puking and fighting and, constantly.
It's not a party if you're not.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was a good time had by all. Wet Leg, I think, was the musical highlight for me from the weekend. They played last night.
Nice.
And me and a couple buddies went and it was fun. Yeah.
Nice. That sounds like a blast.
Yeah, just high energy rock and roll,
High energy rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I didn't do much.
Yeah.
Like I just kind of stayed around, the homestead pretty much for the most part. I think, I don't know, I'm old. I can't remember what the fuck right? Like it's like, maybe I did something.
Your brain is all full of deep cut memories and things like that.
Yeah,
Ram, we dumped that.
Yeah, totally. I know what I did. I went and saw Suction play at Hopped Up, the fucking Chopper show down in Georgetown, right? Suction's an old school band. They were, they were playing my friends at baseball.
There's a joke in there somewhere when you see Suction at
Yeah,
Hopped
totally.
Up
I saw Suction in Georgetown.
Yeah.
And it was not pretty. No, it was great. They killed it.
Yeah.
And then
See Toll? Toll's out there?
I did.
Yeah.
I saw Toll. I saw a bunch of the boys from that chapter.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Yeah, it was a good time.
Cool. Right on, man. Yeah.
Question.
Answer.
I got a question. Damon Conklin.
Throwing any good.
Who is the most underrated punk band of all time?
Man. I wasn't ready for that at all. Yeah, it's funny.
All of them?
The one time you don't tell me the question beforehand
It's a stumper.
is the one time that I could have used some lead up time for it. I've never been a good scene member, so I'm not the guy who I really don't fucking know, man. I'm just gonna have to be the guy that lets people make fun of how stupid he was.
No, which is funny because you're gonna get made fun of and we're gonna laugh. But the thing is, the amount of knowledge you know about this would surpass just about 99% of the people on the internet. So it's like,
I don't know, man.
I'm going to go with a hometown. I'm going to go with a hometown pick. I'm going to go with Zeke.
Oh, yeah. I love Zeke.
Yeah.
I was thinking back to like the 80s.
Well, and that could be anybody from last week to anybody back to the 80s.
Yeah, no, I've always loved Zeke, man. Best 20-minute show in town.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And the reason that I thought of this...
Mark fucking rips on guitar, dude.
Well, the reason I thought of this is I saw one of their older members has been a friend of mine for many, many years, and I hadn't seen him until the other day. Dizzy. And I was like, oh, fuck, right? Like, so here we are. And I was like, I'm going to have this punk rock question, and I'm going to say Zeke. I'm going to give the hometown heroes a little bit of props.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
We should probably take it to our guest and see what he's got to say.
Oh, there it is. I think the farts were the most underrated.
That was too easy of an answer.
The Who?
No, the Who is not underrated.
Okay, they were high profile.
The HU Who is underrated.
Okay. Right. Loud.
Yeah, what do you think?
Who is the most underrated punk band of all time?
The Ruts.
Okay. You got a reason.
Loud studied for this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, hands down.
And why is that? What do you think?
Out of all the bands in the English scene,
Okay.
and we're talking late 70s,
Sure.
they were part of the first part of the second wave.
Right. Like Ramones went over here, and then they're bringing it back.
Well,
right?
the Pistols had already died.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they basically sneezed and died.
Right. Right.
Yeah, okay, they're gone.
Yeah.
But the Ruts were far above better musicians than any of the other bands. Plus, they were so versatile.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't say enough about the Ruts. And they didn't last long because, of course, Malcolm died of an overdose and
Sure.
in
As
his
they
parents'
do.
bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's not.
Right?
Yeah.
In his parents' bathtub.
It is parents.
It's pretty punk, dude. Like,
Yeah.
Man, that's
especially for the time.
That's
I guess
rough.
he kept it home.
I get dying in a bathtub, but at fucking home with the folks, man.
yeah.
That
I, like dying in a bathtub in Paris, like, is one thing, but like dying at your folks' house in England,
yeah, because now you have these parents that are like
in
"Fuck,
working class
man."
England, right? So the
Yeah.
bathtub's
Yeah.
this big, the bathroom's this big,
Right,
the house is
right.
this big.
Yeah.
For number 2, I would go Go-Go Bordello.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, the Go-Go Bordello is.
They don't get props. They just don't get props.
Yeah, man, and
Really?
I
'Cause
don't.
I'm-
Not like most people don't know who the hell they are.
and Eugene can sing his fucking ass off, dude. Like that whole band is great.
The first time I saw them, they played almost 3 fucking hours.
Yeah, and it's good.
And I'm looking at them going, how the fuck do you do that?
That's a lot of work.
I'm
Yeah.
done after an hour. It's like,
Right.
okay, I need to sit down, man.
So, are you familiar with the Brian Jonestown Massacre? You ever?
Yeah, but not really all that familiar.
Right, but you're familiar
Yeah.
enough, right? The Go-Go Bordello is who I want the Brian Jones Massacre to be, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they were good, like if the Massacre was, I mean, they've got some good songs, right?
Sure.
But they somehow Bordello can kind of noodle and shit and not bore me, right? Do you understand what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like fucking, there's not. It's not like masturbation, right? At a certain point, those bands that are like jammy.
No, when they do it, it's celebration.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, totally.
yeah.
You're not just like,
Yeah.
okay, I get it. You
Yeah.
can fucking play a tambourine for 9 minutes straight. Right?
Yeah.
Well, the thing that happens at their shows is that it's not that just the band on stage playing.
Right.
Yeah.
The whole place, the whole
It's all
audience
one big vibe.
becomes part of the band.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's a really, really, really good call. That's like a good pick, man. Strong shit. Like
Yeah.
I
I
wouldn't have,
knocked one out of the park.
I would say,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely, man.
I would say you knocked the fuck, dude. Yeah, totally.
It's funny living in like the tattoo shop microcosm. It almost that's almost like top 40 music in tattoo shops.
Totally.
You know?
Right.
So I assume the rest of the world knows.
They don't.
and they don't.
They do
apparently,
not.
yeah.
You know who else the rest of the world's never heard of? Clutch. But everybody in a tattoo shop is sure as fuck heard of
They
Clutch.
haven't?
They have not.
I mean, fuck, man. Yeah.
Right.
Clutch might as well be Lady Gaga in our world. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah,
Like, it's
that's
one of
so
those,
weird.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, totally. People are like, hey, you know, because we were taking the piss when we did this.
Yeah,
tattoo,
yeah,
right? Like,
yeah.
it was like, I had a truck tattooed right here that he covered up. And he was like, it would be cool if we left the truck. And I own this El Camino. And I was like, you know, it'd be really cool, Damon? If it was like space grass from Clutch and my El Camino's flying through outer space. And Damon has this amazing way of like rolling his eyes, but thinking it's cool at the same time.
Whenever I hear an idea that makes me struggle, my face gives away that like my face tells you I don't like the idea.
Right.
But what's really going on is I'm like trying to fucking chew on it, you know?
Yeah.
And then once it's chewed on it a while, then I start to get excited.
Yeah.
And then people are like, why are you excited now? Like, I thought we ditched that idea. You know? Yeah.
Well, and you knocked it out of the fucking park, right? It was just fucking, but Clutch, right? Like,
Right.
But so when I tell
Clutch.
but Clutch. So when I tell people, they're like, "This is outer space," yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, it's kind of like the Clutch song too," and they're like, "What?" And you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I forgot."
And again, like in the tattoo shop, people are like over Clutch the same way they get over top 40 stuff.
Yeah,
They're like-
100%.
They're like, I've heard a lifetime supply already.
Yeah.
Like,
yes, I've heard a lifetime supply of Clutch, Johnny Cash. Like, there's a number.
my first 5 years of getting tattoos, man, it was always Clutch being played. Always.
That checks out. That was in that era.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Back when I'd go to Slave to the Needle and get tattooed by Joel
Oh
Kennedy.
yeah, Joel
Yeah.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
so let's introduce the fucking guest, man.
That's right.
Loud,
Yeah.
Loud from the Fartz, man. Like old school rock and roll, punk rock, baby.
So I will say this:
Okay.
All right. Say
in
this.
'77, because if I don't, then I'll just if I don't say this, then I'll go. I should have said that.
Right.
And so in 77, I started playing with some friends of mine, and we all had little 30-watt weenie amps, right?
Yeah.
I have a larger ego. I know that's hard to believe.
Oh, shit. Did you discover that then or later on after you'd done some work?
Probably a little later.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Were you known as Loud back then?
Well, here's the story.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Okay. I don't think I've ever heard the story. I've known you for like 30 years or some shit, and I've never heard the fucking story. Over 30. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
I remember him when he looked like a nice boy and did not have tattoos.
Oh, shit.
He
Virgin?
always has to say
I
the
always
nice
have
boy.
to say that.
Yeah. He looked like a nice boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
So in 77, I'm playing with these guys, and they're friends of mine. And we had these little amps, and I wanted to be louder. Mm-hmm. So I went out and got this at a pawn shop. I found this old 100-watt 610 combo Sun amp. God, it sounded so beautiful.
Yeah.
Old tubes and everything. Mm-hmm. And so I started playing with that, and it was loud. So they would look at me and go, "Hey, you're too loud. Turn it down."
Yeah.
So I'd go over there and go, "Okay," and I'd turn it up. Because fuck them.
Yeah, right.
Because
Because
this is rock and roll, baby.
Because fuck
If
'em,
we're
that's
gonna,
right.
if we're gonna do this, fuck, you need to get bigger amps.
That's right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So after about 2 months, they just kept saying, "Loud, you're too loud.
Yeah.
Turn down and then it started. They would just go loud, and I would go over there and I'd turn it up.
Yeah.
And after about 2 months, they said, "You know what? We're just going to call you Loud."
Right.
And I remember thinking, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fast forward a little bit. Finally, 78 comes along. Me and those guys, we get into punk rock.
How old are you then?
I will be 71 on September 30th of this year.
Holy shit, man.
I was
Two
born on
days after my birthday, yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
That's
Oh, wow.
awesome, yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I was born on.
Our parents got drunk on New Year's. And
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. Same here.
yeah, totally.
That checks out. Yeah.
Yeah, I was born on the same day that James Dean died.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what that means, but it does sound cool.
It
Yeah.
does sound cool. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
Like the same day and year?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. No, you're
within about an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we started getting into punk rock, and then me and Joe, we went to this show because we were in Kent. You have to know. Well, I'll get to that in a second. But
Yeah.
but we went to this show at Washington Hall with DOA. I had never seen. I already had a couple of their singles, but
Right.
I had never seen anybody play on stage like that.
Yeah.
And it was a 3-piece. I'm just going, holy fucking shit.
Well, it's so hard to kind of paint the picture because, like, we are so saturated with, like, all these different ideas of punk and different kinds of punk and subgenres. And, like, going back to, like, 77, like, there's, like, you've got, like, the Eagles, you know? And you know what I mean? Like, right? You know, you've got, like, A, B, C.
Yeah, totally.
E is like a,
totally.
you know.
A lot of disco.
And
There's
a lot of
disco.
disco, and then all of a sudden there's like and like nobody listened to punk except for the 3 or 4 people in your area
Right.
that you could see from a mile away.
Right.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah.
Back when punk wasn't safe.
No, it is not even
was
close.
dangerous.
Yeah, it was dangerous. Yeah, totally.
Oh, I got the shit beat out of me. I said, so here's the deal is that, so the day after we went and saw DOA, Joe and I looked at each other and said, we're going to start a band.
Yeah,
I mean, we're going to
yeah.
start playing punk rock.
Yeah.
And so we came up with the name Chaos.
Sure.
And we spelled it like,
With a
like
K.
Get Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah. And so that lasted for about a year. Mm-hmm. Now, this was in Kent.
okay.
And you'd already been playing guitar at that point, or
Yeah, it's really. I had always messed with it, but
Yeah.
in '77, Joe had moved next door to me, and we'd known each other prior in Yakima, which that's another story.
Yeah,
But so he he showed me the 2-finger cheater bar chord
Yeah.
and went, here, put your finger here, put your finger there. Don't hit the other strings. He hit his power box. Okay, hit it. And I went, man. I went, holy shit. I immediately started going, na 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 na.
You're right. Yeah.
Immediately out of the gate.
Yeah, and you can play a lot of songs just sliding up and down.
Because that's fucking power. There's power there.
Yeah.
You feel powerful.
Oh yeah, I discovered that.
That's basically all I can do at this point, but it's fun. Yeah.
Hey, I still do it.
Yeah, that's
Years
right.
later.
If it ain't broke, don't fucking fix it, man.
John Clinton taught us that one.
I can play full
sure.
bar chords now.
Yeah,
But I don't do it a lot.
right.
Because there's not a lot of power there.
Hey, look, I like other spices, but salt and pepper will get you across the line. Right?
Hell yeah, man. Okay, so you're in Chaos.
I'm in Chaos, and I need to let you know that in '79,
Right.
punk rock in Kent, Washington,
In Kent,
dangerous as
Washington,
fuck.
too.
Yeah.
was extremely hard to do.
Well, I remember I was in junior high. I think I was in maybe like 9th grade or something at that time. And like, I knew my buddy Don Simon was getting into punk. And yeah, that's about all I got. You know? Like I knew one dude, you know.
Yeah, there was no other. There was 4 of us that were into punk rock in Kent.
Right. Yeah.
And it was the band.
Yeah. You're right. And you guys were
Yeah. So
Yeah.
at some point, so I didn't have a car, so I would take the bus into Seattle on the weekends and go to the parties.
Right. And
I
see some
basically
other people.
I would go to the punk rock parties.
Yeah.
Go to the
Yeah.
House of Ken and the Madhouse, and there was some other
House of
place.
Ken.
House of Ken.
Yeah.
You could do an entire show on the House of Ken.
Oh, I bet you do a series.
Oh God, yeah, you could.
Yeah.
You could do a series.
Because of all the people that came and went and all the things they were doing, you know.
Yeah,
It was-
totally.
Yeah.
So I realized very quickly that the scene was in Seattle. So I finally said, and I had, at the very end of Chaos, I had pulled in this guy, Tommy Hansen, as a second guitar player.
Right.
Sure.
And that's actually when Chaos was at its best. But that
Yeah.
lasted about a month. We did one show in Portland. And then Tommy and I decided, he lived in Seattle, and he goes, you got to fucking get out of here.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, I know. So I quit Chaos, and I went to Capitol Hill.
Yeah. I mean, Kent was practically like living in the woods back then.
I'll tell you what it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner.
It was Freebird.
Freebird,
Yeah.
baby.
That's all it was.
Yeah. You know, it's funny because like we were talking about, my wife and I were talking about this yesterday. She's also from Kent.
Yeah.
Don't
Oh,
tell
wow.
anybody.
Yeah.
Big secret.
Whenever I hear that,
Right.
go, I'm sorry.
Yeah. She's on,
I did my time.
Yeah.
Right.
She's also from Kent, but like we were talking about, you know, our daughter was like, well, you know, she's a punk rock kid, right? And she's like, people are mean to me, you know. We're like, you don't, nah, right? Like I get it, right? Like I get it. It fucking sucks, right? But no, right? And my wife was like, dude, we were talking about her being in the '90s in Kent as a punk rock kid, same shit.
Yeah.
Little bit better. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
You
I mean-
definitely blazed some trails for her,
Yeah.
right? But
Right.
like, you know, even in the '90s, it was a fucking tough time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Kent's always been behind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
by design, I think. You know,
By design.
I think they like it that way. I've been to Kent, right? It seems
Yeah.
like.
So I left Kent,
Yeah.
went to Seattle, and
Are you living in the U District now in Seattle or at this point?
Capitol Hill.
Capitol Hill. Yeah.
Capitol Hill,
And
baby.
What was Capitol Hill like back then?
Junkies, musicians, and queers, baby. That's all it was back then.
It was exciting.
Yeah, right.
It was exciting for me.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
wow, it's alive, and there's actually some people that have like tattoos and stuff.
They like cool
Not
shit.
a lot, but
Yeah.
because it's taken a while, but
Oh, yeah.
there was leather jackets
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
with spikes.
It was edgy.
Yeah, it was edgy. Mm-hmm. Very good.
Yeah.
Good point. And so, Tommy and I, our idea was we were going to start a band
Yeah.
because we just clicked.
Right.
And he knew Blaine and Steve, and they had asked Tommy and said, "Hey, why don't you play guitar for us? We're going to start this band called the Fartz."
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, well, I got a drummer." So, and the reason they had, I think I mentioned, they had seen me, Blaine and Steve had seen us open for DOA, and there was one song where I played drums.
Yeah.
I would go back behind the drums and just play one song.
Yeah.
The truth is about me being a drummer, I don't say I was a drummer ever.
Yeah, I've never heard you say it.
Yeah.
This is the first I've heard of it. Yeah.
I could play drums.
Yeah.
The truth was with the Fartz, I just was pissed off and beat the shit out of them. That's really all.
Yeah.
And they said, "Go fast." Okay, I'll go fast.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah.
now you're fast and loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, so when we first got together, Steve didn't know, he was a bass player. He didn't know how to play bass
Right.
at all.
That's usually how it goes, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tommy had to teach him to play bass, and that
Right.
that took some time.
Yeah.
And Blaine he already was doing what I call the puke singing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. What's puke singing?
Listen to
I'm trying to make you do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
You had to do it.
I had to.
Yeah.
Smart ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought I was gonna.
Get away with
Man,
that one?
yeah.
Oh no.
It's less for us and more for the children at home that that need to
No,
know,
that was
right?
1,000% for me.
I was
that
trying
was
to clean
it.
it up. No, Damon's just a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah, the best way to put that is discharge. Discharge why? Why? That
Yeah,
was it. Why?
Yeah. That's a whole thread you can follow through punk rock is that kind of singing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So we started playing, and we were very fortunate because Steve and Blaine worked at the Showbox, and then they got me on, so I worked at the Showbox.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so we wangled a little space upstairs that's where we would practice. That's
Nice.
where Steve finally learned to play bass. And it was a scary little room.
Back so long that you could work at the Showbox and then just fucking finagle a place to practice upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first night I played I worked the Showbox. After it was done, I went to the guy who ran it, Mike Ferrani, and said, "I can't take me off the door.
Yeah.
I can't work the door." He goes, "Well, why?" I go, "I know too many fucking people." I had about 100 people trying to get in the guest list and scam me, and I'm like, "Get me off the door, put me inside."
Yeah.
So he put me back up on the stage, and then
Yeah.
eventually I wound up standing in front of the green room.
Yeah.
I'm the guy that won't let anybody in,
Sure.
right?
Which you're back to the same problem
Yeah.
now. Except now it's just the people that have actually paid to get in. But
Right. But what that did was I told Mike, and then the other guy later, Steve Pritchard, told him, "You have to introduce me to the band."
You have to let me know who gets in.
Because I don't know who gets in, because I'll talk with them a little bit, and they'll be able to tell me.
Yeah.
And so,
And if somebody wants to get in and you don't know, they can talk that shit. They're going to
Yeah.
get
Oh,
past
yeah.
you. I totally.
Oh, yeah.
so I got to meet a lot of bands.
Sure.
I'll just sort of a side trip, because I'd really, it's close to my heart.
Yeah.
So I'm standing there outside the green room, which was, I wouldn't call it a green room.
Right.
The Showbox is all fixed up now.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't.
It's all. Yeah.
It was not.
Right.
Anyway, so it was for the 999 show
Okay.
from England, which was a great pop punk band.
Yeah. I don't even know.
Oh, you need to do your homework, Damon.
Yeah. I know the story of my life.
Homicide. That's where you start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, singer guitar player, his name's Nick Cash. So I'm standing out there, and he comes out, and in his like Cockney accent. Oh yeah, how you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah.
He said, what? Hey, you want to go in? Would you like a beer, maybe a sandwich? I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I went into the green room with him, and he wasn't so nice.
Yeah.
He wasn't just nice. He like asked me questions,
Right.
and wanted to know who I was.
Right.
And I got to tell him about the farts and stuff. So 999 at least knew about the farts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So kind of fast forward. We opened. This is why I always say we were very fortunate as the farts. We all worked there, so we opened for every fucking big punk rock band that came through there.
That's awesome.
And we didn't open. We were the middle band.
Sure.
We went on right before they did. So, just DOA, Bad Brains.
Man.
Imagine bad brains.
A
Dead
young
Kennedys,
HR.
Circle Jerks.
Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on. It was a lot. It's kind of it's a little fuzzy. But
And so by there we're at like what, 81 or something, or
yeah.
yeah.
So 81 was probably the height of that.
Yeah, yeah. Wow.
And DOA, of
yeah.
course.
Yeah. DOA was everywhere.
Oh, they still are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, as long as Joey is alive, there'll be DOA.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, no doubt.
So here's a bit of a lead in. Do you want to hear a DOA story?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the Farts had the DOA show at the Showbox, so this is sometime in 81, probably fall maybe.
Yep.
Yeah. So at that time, on the corner of First Avenue and is it Pike or Pine? I think it's Pike.
Pike.
It is
Yeah,
Pike.
yeah.
I always get them mixed up.
So do I. It's
Yeah,
weird.
I don't know
totally.
what is that.
I did until I worked on one of them.
Oh, there you
totally.
go.
Yeah.
So on the corner, there was this donut shop called the Donut Hole,
Yeah.
and run by some sleazy guy named Gunther. That's so what that place was about. It was the street kids, and so he was a fence, and they would steal all kinds of shit,
Yeah.
and bring it to Gunther, and he would give him a little cash,
Yeah.
and then he'd sell it.
Yeah.
This is in the Streetwise.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Streetwise era.
Yeah, that's all we called them. They hated us and we hated them.
Sure.
Yeah.
So we called them the donut holders.
Yeah. Right.
And then if we eventually just cut it down to a holder. He's a holder.
Yeah.
Sure.
Right.
Fucking holder.
Yeah.
Kids
And-
out there pulling licks, turning tricks, just doing all kinds
Yeah.
of crazy shit out there.
And so there was at one point where if you're a punk rocker, don't walk down there alone.
Yeah.
They'll jump you and kick the fucking hell out of you.
Right.
And several of us that happened to. I was fortunate; that never happened to me. But so back to this show.
Yeah.
So we do the show, and so we get done, and it's time for DOA, and the Farts to load out,
Right.
get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
And it was sort of the high point of I guess, I don't know if I call it a riot, but the dissension between the two.
Right.
Between the
war-
holers and the punkers?
Yeah, the holers and
This
the
is a
punkers.
John Waters fucking movie. I'm here for it, but this is fucking. This is Crybaby. I've seen this movie. Right?
Pretty much. You've seen this movie for a long time. There's a lot of them.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
So we go out the back in the alley, right? And we're loading shit into this truck and stuff. And Joey gets into and all of a sudden we look down, we look this way,
Okay.
and there was a bunch of donut holders that all gathered.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
And they were and they all had like bats and clubs and
Oh,
shit.
wow.
Like
Yeah.
And then
they
we
were
looked
looking to
down
kick
at
your
the
ass.
other.
Yeah.
We didn't. I guess it would be Union, right?
Yeah.
And there was another bunch of donut holders,
Right.
and they all had bats and clubs.
They were
and
closing
shit.
in the alley?
They started going toward us.
Yeah.
We're going, fuck.
Were they going to
So
fight each other?
shithead just goes, get in the fucking truck.
Right.
I just jumped in and kind of hunkered down, and he just floored it.
Hell yeah.
And went straight. I mean, he couldn't turn around in an alley anyway.
Yeah.
So the Doler, he just went for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
And the holders open here. They got out of the way.
Yeah.
And we went around the corner, and we're going back. Come around, go up Pike to get to Capitol Hill, get away from these people.
Right.
They had a bunch of them had gotten a bunch of cars.
Yeah.
So there's like 6 or 7 cars, and they're chasing us, and the cops happen to be there.
Right.
Which, thank God for the cops. I can't believe I said that.
Yeah,
But
totally.
thank God
I'm going
for
to
him.
cut that. That's going in.
Yeah.
We're leaving
So the
with
lights,
that.
the lights went red, and
Yeah.
the donut holders come up right behind us. I'm in a fucking truck that it doesn't have a canopy or anything.
Right.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
well, holy crap.
Oh, right.
Ah,
Yeah, totally.
with their bats and clubs,
Right.
and they're starting to get out of their cars and shit. And the cop comes out, and he waves us
Yeah.
up Pike Street, and he keeps them.
Yeah.
And so he stopped the holders.
The great donut hole
Wow.
riot.
Yeah.
Were they?
Well, and for once, you weren't the group that the cops knew and were looking for.
Right,
They
for-
knew those dudes and were like, and
They
immediately.
knew them very well
Yeah.
because they were all street urchins.
Yeah, they're street
and
kids.
stuff. Yeah.
You know, yeah.
Was,
You see them every day.
They were there to kick your guys' ass.
Oh, yeah.
They were literally gunning for you, right? It wasn't
Oh, yeah.
like, these guys on this end, they were going to fight each other, and you got.
Well, because
No.
that was a thing back then. That
Sure.
anybody who wanted to fucking pretend they're a tough guy would go find some punks. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I don't know how many times I'd have somebody drive by and go, "Punk sucks," and then I had this comeback really fast.
Right.
Punk sucks. Your mom.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Well, you got to say something, man.
Yeah,
You know?
had
You guys did kind of
that right.
catch. You guys did kind of catch the flack that Disco had after Disco blew up. Right? Like, they kind of directed it towards you guys. You know what I mean? They're like, Disco sucks. Oh, Disco's gone. Who sucks now? Let me
Yeah,
see.
who sucks
Checks
now?
notes. Oh, Punk sucks. All right,
Right.
cool.
That's the big DOA story. It was very.
Yeah.
It was very. And so we just went to the party, and that's all we talked about.
Yeah.
We're gonna fucking die.
Totally. Tell us like the atmosphere of the city at that time, right? Like we have the Streetwise documentary that we brought up that we've talked about on the show before. That's kind of a cool time capsule. But like the music scene, like I guess what I'm saying is Seattle's super known for its music scene, obviously, right?
Right.
But that would be 10 years down the road after what we're talking about. What was the lead up to that? What was the build up to those times that nobody really talks about that built up to, what you guys were doing, and then the build up to the Tads, and then the sleaze that turned into fucking
Yeah.
Alice in Chains, and you know what I mean?
It's a good question because whenever I hear about Seattle, that's all I hear about is Nirvana and Soundgarden.
Sure.
And you don't ever hear about anything in front of that.
Right.
So the
You don't even hear
Fartz-
about Mother Love Bone or even,
Yeah,
like,
you don't even hear
that.
about them.
Yeah.
Well, the
And they would've-
Melvins,
they
the
would've-
Melvins came along pretty
they would've
early, didn't
ripped.
they?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
started on Andy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Farts were the first band in Seattle to go really, really fast
Yeah. Yeah.
because we loved Discharge.
Yeah.
And so that's what we wanted to do. Go
Yeah.
fast. Go as fast as Discharge.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And so then some other bands would see us playing, and some other bands like the Rejectors and a few others started doing the same thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
You had some great bands here, though.
Talk about them. Talk about some of the bands that people don't talk about, man.
Fastbacks were a wonderful
Yeah.
power pop, punk pop band.
Yeah.
Yep.
I loved Joe Despair and the Future. They were, as far as a local band that was underrated,
Okay.
Joe Despair in the Future.
yeah, that's where Ward Nelson came from, who was went to the Refusers a little later, and then later he wound up in Crisis Party.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
There's another band that, there's a lot of mid-'80s stuff.
Yeah.
That doesn't get
happened.
talked about, right?
Right, that doesn't get talked about that much.
Well, punk was still just picking up steam in the mid '80s. That was when I discovered it.
Yeah.
And I moved from Spanaway off into the Army, and I had a punk rock roommate from New York who's like, check this out,
Yeah. Yeah, so hardcore kind of exploded in the early '80s mainly with DOA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that just kind of started fueling that sort of sound. And in lots of other cities, you start having bands like Circle Jerks and 7 Seconds and
Sure,
all that
yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Right, those kind of bands.
Right.
The Lude was a wonderful band. They were actually from Seattle originally, and they were one of the original punk rock bands in Seattle back in
Okay.
It's a
back
good
in
name for a
77.
band, too.
Yeah.
The Lude.
Absolutely.
So anyway, after about a year, maybe a year and a half or something, I burned out.
Yeah.
I wanted to play guitar. I asked them. I said, "Man, put me on second guitar and let's get a real drummer,"
Yeah.
because I was burning out on drums.
Yeah.
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 I didn't want to play them anymore, and so I'm sure my attitude was bad.
Right.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it was. And,
Yeah. Nice guy like you. That's a
Yeah,
surprise.
and by that time, I should say that Tommy Hansen actually only lasted 6 months, and he left.
Yeah.
And then we got Paul Soldier,
Okay.
who's a band from a band called Soldier,
Yeah.
Yeah.
who's another band there's another underrated band, but
Yeah.
they didn't last long.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so I left. All right, it depends who you talk to.
Okay.
So if you talk to Blaine, he'll probably say that they fired me. I really don't think they did, because after the West Coast tour, the day after, I called up Steve and said, "I'm done."
Yeah.
So I don't know, take that for, I don't know what to say, but
Yeah.
that's so. Again, it depends who you talk to.
Sure.
I really believe in my heart that I just left
Yeah.
because I was finished. But I'm sure my attitude, I will say this, my attitude was probably crap.
Right.
So I got a
right.
question.
I was angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a question. Well, yeah, I mean that's part of the reason you were making punk music, right? Like,
Right.
it's that as a vehicle for that anger. I mean, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I got disillusioned. I should say this. I got disillusioned with punk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got tired of it.
yeah.
Everybody was always saying, well, punk rock has no rules.
It's the anti-establishment, and then
yeah,
it became
and
the
I look at
establishment.
them, go,
yeah,
what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, dude, totally.
Punk rock has all kinds of rules.
The first rule of punk rock is that you can't let anybody know that there's all kinds of rules.
The first, the first revelation of punk rock is that there actually are rules.
Yeah,
yeah,
right,
there's plenty.
Yeah.
For the amount that people are screaming anarchy in punk
Yeah.
rock, there's a lot of non-anarchist fucking.
Yeah. My thing was, I would always say, really, there's no rules? Where's the fucking guitar solos?
Sure.
No,
Oh, no, we don't know
We don't
guitar
do
solos.
those.
First of
Fuck
all,
that.
here's a rule: you got to vomit sing, or you're not a punk rocker. You got to fucking play, like you said, this one chord again and again and again.
Yeah.
Like you can have nothing melodic. You know what I mean? Like,
So I left
He left.
and enter Duff McKagan.
oh,
He came in. They got him on drums, and the reason is because Duff was a utility guy. He was good at. He was a good drummer.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
a good bass player. He was a good rhythm
He could do
player.
everything.
He
Yeah.
wasn't really lead guy.
Yeah.
But he was a phenomenal
he's
rhythm
a good
player.
journeyman
Yeah.
musician. Solid.
Yeah, he was like as I say. I always call him. He was an awesome utility guy,
That's
and he
good.
could and he could
Perfect.
sing okay.
Yeah.
So he was in like just about every band in Seattle. When somebody lost somebody in their band, Duff
Yeah.
would come in, and now he's part of that band.
It's funny, and then Duff had to move to LA to finally be successful. He had to get the fuck away from here, right?
Yeah,
he was
so
like,
what-
"These guys are fucked up." Like,
Yeah, and here's kind of how the progression of it is that he came into the Fartz. He actually came to me and said, "Hey, you cool with this?" Because Duff and I had this little thing that we did. We don't know how it happened, but we would see each other at parties,
Yeah.
and we wouldn't say hello.
Right.
we would just go up to each other, and one of us would try to beat each other. One of us would say a joke.
Yeah.
And then the other one would respond with a joke.
Right.
And that's what we did. And then we'd just stand in the kitchen where the keg was, and we'd just riff off of each other.
Right. Yeah.
And people started to just stand there and watch us.
Yeah.
That's relatable.
Yeah.
And we just had this thing that this almost comic gag that we
Yeah.
would do.
Sure. Yeah, totally.
And so, but he came to me and asked me if I was okay with it. I said, yeah sure, fuck. I want to play. I told him I want to play guitar.
Yeah.
You know, well, first of all, it would be rad someday to have him on the show, right? Because he's definitely a Seattle legend. But like, as an elder statesman of rock, I guess now, like, he's carried himself really well.
Yes.
He's carried himself really well, and
Yeah.
he seems like he's very fucking classy.
Yeah.
In the ways that matter. You know what I mean? He just you don't hear a bad thing about him.
Yeah. What happened was they were the Fartz for about 4 months. I think they recorded like 5 or 6 songs.
Right.
And I think Buried Alive was one of them. But then they mutated. The bass player, Steve,
Right.
wanted to get away from the name The Fartz.
Right.
So he came up with the name 10-Minute Warning.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
The idea was that's all the warning you get
Right.
if somebody hits the button and
Sure,
nukes
yeah.
everything. You get 10
Right.
minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
That was the idea.
Yeah.
Anyway, so they morphed into that, and I guess it depends who you talk to in that one. But eventually, soon after, they did a couple of shows as 10-Minute Warning.
That's a good name, by the way.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a great name.
Yeah.
So either Steve left or he was kicked out.
Right.
It depends who you talk to.
Yeah, it was the
A,
80s.
a
so shit
lot
happened.
a lot of things are depends who you talk
Yeah.
to. You know?
Yeah.
Then they got a guy named Greg. He came in, played drums. He's like one of the best drummers in Seattle. And it was him, and then they got another bass player guy, and Duff moved to rhythm,
Right.
along with Paul Soldier, and Blaine sang, and they started. The rest of the band started. They wanted to do doll covers, New York doll
Dolls,
covers,
yeah.
Yeah.
and poof their hair and stuff. And,
Right,
And
yeah.
Blaine wasn't having any of that at all.
Right. Right.
So Blaine left.
Yeah.
Then they got a guy named Steve Verwolf, and then
I
will
we
give
know-
kudos.
Janet.
Yeah,
Right.
Janet,
yeah.
Steve.
Yeah.
I will give props to Blaine. I really truly believe this is that. So we would get all these tapes when we were in the Fartz.
Yeah.
Here, take our tape.
Yeah.
And I heard this tape of The Accused that Blaine played it for me alone,
Yeah.
way before he joined.
Right.
Sure.
And they were just the plain, just same hardcore stuff.
Same shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Kill your mom, kill your dad, whatever.
Yeah.
Right. And so Blaine sought him out.
Yeah.
And I really believe that Blaine turned them into the first thrash metal band, thrash band
Right.
in Seattle.
Yeah.
That's really-
I've always said that. I give him props for that.
That's really on point.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not thrash metal, but they were
Yeah, but
they were
yeah.
first thrash band.
They were informed.
Yeah.
No, totally. Like, and it was funny because earlier.
Thrash informed.
Yeah. Well, when you were like, we just wanted to go fast, right? We wanted to go faster and faster and faster. Like that was the era for beginning to go faster and faster. And
Yeah.
faster. That's like Motorhead was, Lemmy was God in that
Yeah.
era. You know what I mean? Like just that fucking faster,
Sure.
faster, and that gave birth to the five.
Well, yeah, even Corrosion of Conformity's first 2 or 3 albums were super fast punk rock,
Yeah, totally.
yeah.
Totally. Like the early, Cliff Burton era fucking Metallica, all that shit was it was like fucking fast.
And I was super into that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, because there's something like,
Let's go.
And
Yeah.
yeah.
So 10-Minute Warning, I think. So we never, and I don't think anybody knows back then where the hell this word grunge came from.
Yeah, no.
What the fuck is that?
I
All of a sudden they start saying that in
I
the
think
early
it was like a
90s.
media
I'm like,
thing.
what?
It wasn't us. It wasn't somebody
know.
from here.
Yeah.
It had to be like a executive at MTV or something.
Yeah, it was a media thing. It's just like people want when something reaches enough people, then marketers have to like quantify it.
Well,
we
we're dirty.
were just bands.
Yeah.
Well, they were dirty. Like I mean, if you are from here and you spend any time in the dark wet,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and you're poor, you look pretty grungy. Like, you do, right?
Yeah.
Like,
If you had to use the word grunge, the first band that was doing that was 10 Minute Warning when Steve Verwolf came in.
Yeah.
okay.
They were ahead. They were ahead of their time,
Yeah.
and nobody really knew it.
Yeah.
I actually kind of knew it. It's like, wow,
These guys got something.
this is different, and this is cool, and I'm glad that that Paul has something really cool.
Yeah.
Because Paul and I were really, really close.
Yeah.
And we still are to this day. At that time, I had found some guys to play with, and they were doing like Dead Boy covers and
Sure.
subs, and I did not want to do any punk rock at all.
What did you want? What did you
You were
want to
over
do?
it.
What was
Yeah.
it? What was?
I came in with them and said, hey, I want to play, and I play guitar, and let's make this a 5-piece. And
More straight ahead rock and roll type stuff? Or?
well, so the singer, he was a good buddy of mine, is Steve Porad. Rest in peace.
Rest
And
in peace, Steve.
he brought me in, and I sort of badgered I came in with this song that I had written. Mm-hmm. It was my statement after the farts and anti-punk rock. It was called Death Rock.
Yeah.
And it was slower than Sabbath.
I was like, it was like sleep or something. It was like sludge.
It was
just
dirty.
masturbation.
And I don't know why, but they liked it.
Right. I don't know.
They said, "Yeah, you can be in the band." So then I pushed
Right.
I pushed for a name. I said, "Let's call ourselves Cannibal."
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Cannibal had 4 different drummers, 3 different singers. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Not all at once.
Not all. That would have been.
Yeah.
I was like, this sounds like Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Yeah.
right? Like,
This
Harmonizing.
is gonna sound whiny, and I don't really mean it to be.
no, it's fine.
Cannibal was one of the most. There's one for you. I really wanted to say this.
Underrated?
When you said underrated and under the radar, Cannibal was the most underrated band in Seattle.
Is there shit that we can find online? to
There's
listen to?
one. There's the Cannibal single.
Just one.
Yeah. A side is Tryin', which my band Loudmotor, yesterday we dusted it off. It has not been played live in 40 years, and we played it live 40 years later yesterday.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
God, it
Nice.
was so cool.
Nice.
And the B-side is called Wasted Lives. It's out there. We only made 1,000 of them, so I think you can find it on. You might be. I'm not exactly sure where you'll find it, but
Just look around. It's the internet.
people are selling them. They're like $100 now So that version, it was 85. It was myself, a guy named Wally Mercier. We called him Wally the Sound, and Al Mock on bass. So we called him Big Al Rock. Then we got there was a band, Oi band called the Boot Boys.
Okay. That checks out. Yeah.
Just previous.
Yeah.
And they had 2 guys, D, who played bass and sang, and Ricky, who played drums.
All right.
So we just had gotten rid of our drummer, and our singer was on his way out, and we just looked at Ricky and said, "Hey, play drums for us."
Yeah.
He said, "Okay, on one condition." We're like, "What?" He goes, "Bring D in to sing."
Right.
Best decision we ever did.
Nice.
Nice.
That single today is still one of the most fucking rockin' singles you will ever put on. If you get a hold of one,
Yeah.
please do yourself a favor and turn it up to where the walls are shaking.
Right. Yeah.
That lasted until about 87. and in that time, that was a hard time for bands.
Yeah.
A lot of venues were all ages stuff was just kind of went away.
Right.
Yeah, totally.
It was
Well, that was around.
there was a curfew thing, and there was also I don't want to say a law, but it was.
Kids were fucking stuff up. And
Well,
they were
and then
like,
that was getting to be around that time where there's a teenage dance ordinance.
That's what I was trying to think.
And then
of.
there was some punks that are actually trying to fight back against that.
Yeah. That's where.
Yeah, that was like a signpost in Seattle history of music right there.
Yeah, and so then it all went to the bars,
Yeah.
and bars didn't want to bands. What Cannibal did was sort of a cross of punk and metal.
Yeah.
And probably a little more rock, but
Yeah.
we were a solid band.
Yeah.
And so there just wasn't a lot of places for us to play.
Mm-hmm.
There would be bands like the F Holes and stuff, and they ruled. They ruled the Central and all that area down there.
Yeah, well, the bar scene is so much different than playing all ages shows. Like the real energy is in the young in music, especially in any music that's growing or developing, or like that energy comes from youth.
in that time, that era, right? We had 10-minute warning with Steve Airwolf. That
we were.
That was like
we did a lot of
proto-grunge.
shows. We did some shows with them actually.
so they were like proto grunge.
What year is this getting to be?
86.
86,
So this is like the Melvins.
85, 86.
Yeah.
When did the Melvins show up?
Interesting. There was a place called the Gray Door.
Yeah.
Downtown.
Yeah.
A friend of mine, a guy named Donner, found this place. It's like a big, giant basement. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah.
And the toilets didn't work, so they had a porta potty in there.
Yeah.
That they quit.
Right.
Oh God! It was
a porta potty needs to be serviced.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was
in other words, emptied.
the nastiest
Oh,
place.
God,
it was
dude.
terrible.
You mean a punk rock porta potty wasn't clean?
I know it's a shock.
They
for
weren't
you.
running a truck in
I know
there.
you're shocked.
I mean, fuck.
Oh God!
Anybody ever been in a punk
It's
rock
just
bathroom?
a bucket with walls around it.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Yeah.
So we played there. We practiced there, and we played there. Did a lot of shows there.
Yeah,
And there was a band. Donner was a band called Our Gang, so they would play too.
Okay.
And Our Gang was headlining a show. We played in the middle, and there was this band from Aberdeen. It was the first time they played in Seattle, or like outside, for what I heard, outside of Aberdeen.
Right.
And it was the Melvins.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And they weren't what they became.
No.
They were just like a little punk rock band.
Yeah.
Sure.
Na-na-na-na-na, right?
Yeah.
And they were okay.
Yeah.
They were young kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They were
now
like
to speak of
16
this,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, rock and roll's still alive. That's
Yeah.
good. That's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Have hope.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then they became the fucking Melvins,
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
which, I mean, culturally, they're one of those bands. It's like the Pixies, right? Like the Pixies, whether you like them or not, they were wildly influential
Yeah.
Yeah.
to a certain era.
Yeah, that's the same with Melvins, too.
Yeah, the Melvins were exactly that same kind of vibe, like completely different types of bands, obviously, right?
But
like,
influential.
right?
Yeah.
I would argue that the Melvins and the Pixies both influenced Nirvana probably about the same.
Could be.
You know, I've read, I can't remember if it was Chris or Kurt, but somebody like citing Surfer Rosa as one of their major influences. That actual album. So I could totally, you know what I mean? Like, they were just, for just being some kids that were just doing this, they became a fucking band that birthed 1,000 bands.
Right. Yeah.
What's interesting to hear these stories is it's like by just being around back then, you saw like legends come in newborn and develop, like seeing the Melvins come play, the first time, and they're just another punk rock band, they're nice enough people, but like,
As a matter of fact, that band, Our Gang,
the
drummer was Duff.
Oh, Mr. Everywhere. Yeah.
Mr. Everywhere. When did Duff, so then he, shortly after that.
Well, he was always in more than one band.
Yeah.
But how did he get to Guns? Do we know how he got to Guns N' Roses? From
Well, this is the best I can piece it, is that Tim and Warning they became what they became, this different thing. They're just sort of this heavy, slightly fast, and Werewolf. Steve, he sang very low and a lot like Jim Morrison.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
And nobody was really doing that then.
Right, yeah.
And
I always liked that sound, though, mostly
Yeah.
because I think my voice is a little lower, so
Sure.
it was easier for me to sing along.
right,
Came and killed some Danzig.
they were
tunes.
were really dark. They were pretty dark.
Yeah.
And so they lasted about maybe a year and a half, something like that.
Yeah.
And they imploded on, with heroin and alcohol addiction.
Yeah.
Which will happen.
And then what happened was Duff finally said, and Duff was a drunk.
Yeah. Duff,
That's probably why we got along so
Yeah,
well, is because
yeah.
we were both drunks.
Right, yeah.
yeah, I was going to ask that, not to get too far. Hold that. At this time,
And I don't know if I should have just said that, but he said it in his book. So
he's pretty upfront about
public
it.
knowledge,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, my question is like, and I've wanted to ask this for like the last 20 minutes, right? So, just for context of everybody, where was Loud at this time? Like, as far as what did your drug use, your alcohol use, what like?
Yeah, from the I party on the weekends to I'm completely useless 24 hours a day.
Right. And,
Where
okay.
in?
Fair enough.
Right.
Fair enough. 1983. I was out of the farts
Yeah.
just prior to hooking up and doing this cannibal deal.
Yeah.
Right. I was living on Capitol Hill and about a block away from the Harrison, which we lovingly called Motel Hell.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was where all the drug deals and dealers and all the punks on the hill lived.
It was infamous. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was infamous. It's kind of like the Chelsea for
Yeah.
for Seattle.
That's
Yeah,
right.
for sure,
That's
yeah,
right.
that's
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
So I'm chipping away at. I decided I'd chipping away at heroin, and I never had money, so I beat a lot of cottons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And when I did have some money, then I get some of my own. And,
Yeah.
So one night, I'm at one of my friend's apartments in Motel Hell, and it's just full of junkies. And she was selling. She had a bunch of heroin. She was selling it, so
Yeah.
everybody was coming and getting heroin. And there must have been like 20 people in this apartment, and I got my heroin and went and shot it, and then
Yeah.
came back out, and I started to get sick. Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is on the 3rd floor,
Right.
right? So I'm going to throw up, and the bathroom is busy.
Right.
in a drug
Of
house?
course. Yeah.
No.
I know
Busiest
it's
room.
a shocker for you.
Yeah.
I've shocked them
Tweakers in
twice.
the bathroom. Yeah, totally. Tweakers in the
I
bathroom.
don't think I could do it.
Yeah.
So I opened up the window, and I started puking out the window.
Sure.
I happen to look to my right and see this kind of middle-aged lady
Yeah.
with like a shopping bag, and she's walking down. It's Denny. Denny and Bellevue?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It's right at the corner.
Right.
And so she stops and she's looking, and I can tell, even from 3 floors, her eyes are just white. Oh my God.
Yeah.
What a horrible thing. And
Yeah.
she
What a
actually,
horrible thing.
And you agreed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
This is a horrible thing, right?
Yeah.
Like,
she actually walked out into the middle of Denny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Denny.
yeah.
It's a big,
Yeah.
people won't know, but this is a
Right.
big street.
It's one of the
Right,
major thoroughfares.
right.
Yeah.
It's named after the leader
She
of the
walked
town.
out in the middle of Denny to go around me
Yeah.
so that she didn't get any puke on her.
Yeah.
And then she carried on, and I'm just puking, and I look back in, and all I see is all the all the junkies in there. They're all going, dope, dope, blah.
Right. Yeah.
Give me a hit, and it was just all dope talk, right?
Yeah.
And I go back to puke, and then I look back in, dope, 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 and
Right.
and so I go back to puke. I finally get done puking, and my head's sticking out the window, and I realize, do you realize what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Right.
I had a moment
Yeah.
of clarity, sort of.
Right. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
As clear as they get.
One of
Yeah,
many to
at that
come.
time.
Right. Yeah. One of
And
many.
I decided, okay, fuck, this is stupid. So I got out of there, went back up to my apartment. My girlfriend happened to just show up. I gave her all my money, which was maybe $10.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And my keys, and said, all right, don't let me out. And I don't know that I really had withdrawals that much. It felt like maybe I had kind of a cold, but
Yeah.
Sure.
it wasn't, I had not done enough. That was the thought, was I keep doing this.
You're going down this
I
path.
like
Yeah.
this drug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I keep doing this, I'm gonna be dope guy back here.
Exactly.
Right? Dope,
Right.
dope, dope, dope. That's all I'm gonna.
Yeah.
And it's pathetic.
It is.
And so
That's the thing about drugs, right? Like I have watched drugs make people into people that they used to laugh at.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've
Yeah.
watched drugs turn me into someone I used to laugh at.
Yeah, and
Absolutely.
judge and stuff.
Right, and judge and shit. And like and then you're just like, fuck. Like and it's never instant.
Yeah. Oh no.
If it were that fast, we would stop it.
Yeah. It'd be
Yeah.
quick. Yeah.
Right? It's just one day you look back and you're like, holy fuck, I'm one of these people.
Yeah.
Well, and the funny thing about addiction too is so like, and I have a feeling the stories kind of go in this direction, but
Yeah.
like you think you dodged this bullet, but then you end up turning
Yep.
into that same kind of person in this other.
Absolutely.
Other
bullet.
Yeah. You can't dodge all
And
the
that's
bullets.
Damon, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So I didn't do heroin anymore or coke or anything
Yeah.
like that. I decided, all right, I'll just drink.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah.
You were waiting for it.
This
huh?
is, oh yeah. I'm like, I know how this story goes, man.
And then
because we're
I
the
go-
same.
I'll be
Yeah.
be honest. I became the most self-righteous drunk
Absolutely.
ever. Fucking junkies are you're so fucking stupid. Look
what I did.
fucking idiot.
Hey, and this is the most fucked up part about that. That shit'll keep you fucking loaded for a lot longer because you're like, I obviously can kick
Oh,
drugs.
yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
kicked heroin, dude. Like
Yeah.
I'm just drinking because I drink.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a junkie. Yeah, you are.
The amount
had-
of
I
ways
had
I,
the
did
thought.
that shit, man.
I had
was
this for a
snorting like a quarter ounce of coke a day, but I don't smoke crack.
Yeah,
God,
totally.
jeez, no.
I used fucking drugs for like 20 some years.
Yeah.
I never used a needle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I was about, if I'm being honest, the run I was on, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
Right? Because the drugs were no longer working.
Yeah.
Right.
It was no longer working. Like I couldn't get it in my body anymore.
No, you're just caught up at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah,
you
but they
know?
were
Yeah.
right. So it's like it was coming, but I always was like, yeah, I don't fucking shoot drugs, right? But
Yeah, I did that one too.
Yeah.
I had mine too.
Yeah.
I wasn't a drunk. I wasn't an alcoholic. That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
yeah, obviously
You're
you
not
quit
no,
heroin.
I'm not.
You
And
quit
the
heroin.
reason?
Yeah.
I give you the reason. You're going to love this one. I wasn't an alcoholic because I didn't drink in the morning.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
That's what alcoholics do.
Yeah.
You're sitting there at 11:59.
You gotta wake up and
like,
you got DTs.
Well, what I didn't mention
yeah. Right.
was that
You woke up
as
drunk.
soon as I woke up, yeah,
Right.
there was those. As soon as I came to,
Yeah.
Sure.
Right. Yeah.
drunks don't go to sleep. They don't go to bed.
for sure.
And they don't
Yeah. You
wake
pass
up.
out
You-
and come to.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And so when I come to in the morning, I would already have a cigarette ready, codeine ready,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and hits a pot.
Yeah.
And I did that. Hit the cigarette, drink, do the codeine,
Yeah.
start doing it because the pot was for the stomach,
Yeah.
and the codeine was for the hangover.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I did that till 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Now I can drink.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that till I got into sobriety when I went.
No, you
I was
don't.
like, oh,
Your
I guess I was
justification is
an
built up
alcoholic.
so
You were
strong.
fucking way alcoholic. I mean,
Yeah.
like, like
Wait, 3 ways.
You got 3 ways.
I've never got 3 ways.
bro, listen, you like check it out. When you're going to that length to maintain
Right.
your alcoholism, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You're like, you know what I mean?
Anytime you're drinking requires daily prep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
like,
totally,
yeah.
totally.
It was
Springboard.
already nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
next to me on my futon.
And I can just
course.
imagine what the inside of your brain looked like at 4:30. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, yeah.
Like it was just like a mantra. Like
Yeah.
like any Buddhist monk would be impressed at the thought focus. Oh
yeah.
Of like
the pure.
getting ready for the zoo where I lived was the zoo tavern.
yeah, right.
It's like, okay, it's time to go.
So the crazy part is like one of the things I was talking to somebody about this the other day, and they were like, "What is one of the things?" I forget how it was asked. It was like, "What don't you miss about being an addict?" Right? And I was like, "Right," or like, "What are one of the things that you miss the least?" Right? Or one of the worst things? I was like, "One of the worst things about being an addict was that moment when you come to." And the first thing you're doing is like trying to figure out what you have in your pockets, how much money you have, how much drugs you have, and what the fuck you're doing moving forward for the rest of the day.
You might add where you are.
Exactly. Well, there, yeah. But that,
Man, I can't. The amount of times that I would wake up in like a bush somewhere.
Sure,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And I would look up and I'm like, I don't recognize any of this.
right?
So, and when I wake up in a bush somewhere, especially in the middle of the day,
You're on a good one.
I've probably also shit my pants.
Yeah.
You know, so I got to go into a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And be like, and I stink like dry poop.
Yeah.
And you know, and I gotta say, hey, what city or town am I in?
Totally.
You know, and they're looking at you like they're about to throw up, and you're just like, oh, I know, just tell me and I'll leave.
Totally.
I
I'm just trying to
I
figure out
honestly
where
don't
I'm at.
know.
What
you
year
know?
is it?
And then and then off you go, and you can figure out the next fucking thing.
You're like, okay, so I have $23, a little over a quarter gram. You know, fuck.
Yeah, and the truth is, I've none of that.
Right.
Yeah, I got to figure out. Like, I got to get onto a bus without paying money, and I got, like.
Well, it's the fucking, it's the falling out. We were talking about this. I was talking about this in the car on the way here. I used to be 36 and 12 was my schedule. I would be up for
36 hours up.
36
Oh, yeah.
hours up,
Yeah.
sleep for 12 hours. And I would try to maintain that. And if I maintained that, I somewhat had my shit together. But no.
What?
I love the line that we draw. Everybody, addicts,
Yeah.
we draw this line that like, well, as long as I'm here, I'm okay.
Well,
but then over your life, that line is just moving around.
So
all
that
the time,
okay, so
you know?
that line,
Yeah.
right, that went here. That was after. So in my 20s, I dated a lot of women that were not drug addicts.
right,
They didn't do drugs.
Yeah.
right.
And
Well, you need to be taken care of.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely, right. I need somebody to manipulate and do horrible things to.
Yeah.
As far as like, I need someone to take care of me because
Right.
I'm
I need
unhealed.
this, I need
and
that.
Yeah.
I'm not a fucking in any way, shape, or form an actual fucking grown man, and I'm
Right.
willing to take advantage of people so I can be taken care of. Right.
Yeah.
I'm unhealed, and that's fucked up. But during those times, I would go to bed every night, or at least lay in the bed
Right.
with my
Yeah.
eyes fluttering, right?
Yeah.
Like miserable for like 4 hours, and then hop up and be like, "Oh yes, I'm good."
Yeah,
yeah. That old chestnut, yeah.
Right.
Dude. Addiction sucks,
Yeah.
It does.
right?
Yeah.
So you're asking me what I don't miss.
Yeah.
The first thing that comes to mind is empty.
Oh, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
I got to in my last 3 years. Here's where it
How
got.
long do you have sober at this point, Loud?
In 4 days, I'll have 36 years.
Hell yeah.
Congratulations.
I take no credit for that, please.
Yeah, no, I know the drill, man.
Had a lot of hands,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
So you ran all the way through the 80s, and then you stopped in 90.
1990
Yeah.
on the 14th.
So you probably had about 3 years when I met you, I think, at DRU.
Yeah, 93, that makes right. That's
So
about
you had
right.
long hair back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last 3 years,
Yeah.
I didn't do what I love.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't. Cannibal just sort of fizzled apart
right.
Sure.
in '87,
Yeah.
which led me to be a little resentful about that. Like,
It's funny how resentful you can get when you have
yeah, and
unresolved
it just
alcoholism.
sort of fell apart. It's like we're tired of trying to do this. And I'm like, but no, right?
Right.
And so for the last 3 years, I didn't play. I didn't seek out bands. I didn't even play at home.
God, that's
I just-
depressing.
Yes.
I mean,
I wanted to
as a
paint
creative
that.
person, not having a creative outlet, not producing anything from that part of my psyche, being in that space, that's the
I
emptiest.
knew
space.
that I knew you would really understand
Yeah,
that how that's what I meant when I was empty.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 10 months before I got sober, I believe I was struck sober.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So I
We
was
definitely need to hear, like, when you get to that point.
Yeah.
Let us know.
So I had quit. In that 3 years, I think I jammed with some people like 4 times.
Yeah, oh, man.
And then
Yeah.
so
So at that point, you're just using it against your will.
I just I was just drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just drinking, and I didn't. That's what I do.
Were
I
you-
even had people say, "Well, why do you drink?" And the best
Right.
best I ever had was, "Well, it's what I do."
Yeah.
And sadly, it is was kind of the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't know. I didn't know about addiction and stuff.
So were you, at that point, were you drinking every day? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
drinking all day? Because you had been drinking at 5 o'clock.
I would.
You're still
I was
making it to
religious.
5?
I had this
Okay.
about it.
So you still did that even in the last
I
3
did
years?
the weed and the codeine stuff till 5 o'clock, and then drank.
Until 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Did the amount of weed and codeine increase during this time, or?
Weed always did.
Yeah.
Codeine was.
Weed is fucking, feels really sinister in that way. Like, it's like,
sneaky.
it's sneaky as fuck.
It's really sneaky.
Yeah.
I can talk myself into like, and I haven't even really ever eaten edibles, but I can tell you that if I were eating edibles, I could probably talk myself into a couple extra.
Can you imagine in today's world, you know what I mean, where you can just like go to the store and
That's
get weed?
terrifying. It's terrifying.
And that weed can be like the $15 an eighth weed, or it can be that waxy stuff that you need all this equipment to smoke.
That's actually a narcotic.
Or you know what I mean?
You're smoking crack at that point.
Or you can get like gummies that are like this big that have 150 milligrams of fucking THC or.
Weed was nothing like it is now.
No, it was a plant.
And this is going to sound like a reservation. I say this shit sometimes to people who are in sobriety like us, and they like look at me weird, but I'm like, hey, I'm an adult. I can still think about these things. I would love nothing more. Like you said, can you imagine today, in today's day and age, I would love to be able to go to the fucking weed shop and get weed. If I could do anything and be cool, it would be weed.
Yeah.
Am I ever going to do that? No. Because I know better, like I'm aware that I don't have the mechanisms in place to fucking be an appropriate adult around using any kind of drugs.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean, so it's not a reservation. That doesn't mean that I don't fucking think about it.
Right.
About how it would be cool.
I got to experience that, and you know,
did, huh?
yeah, and you know what?
Was it cool?
I'm a full blown addict.
Stoned
I
to
got
the bone,
a
baby.
severe case of alcoholism.
Sure.
It's not, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Like I don't care if chewing pen caps gets me high. I'm gonna have like boxes of them, and my teeth are gonna be fucked up from chewing on them, and I'll have, my muscles in my face are gonna get weird. And
You look
I'm gonna
like-
stop chewing on other things, and like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, totally.
I'll kill myself with anything, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this kind of leads up to me getting struck sober. So 10 months before that happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got to know that I mentioned the East Lake Zoo Tavern. Well,
It's world infamous.
yeah.
Yeah.
I lived a block and a half away from it.
Nice.
I
So
always thought the zoo was a good name for it. You know?
It's a good name for a fucking tavern for sure. Dude.
yeah, I was one of the animals for a while.
Yeah.
It was from 83 to 1990. pretty much I was there every night.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I was a fixture.
Yeah.
And they would go to the TV and make it do stuff that I didn't want it to do, like soccer and football.
Make it do stuff that I didn't want it to do.
Can we just turn that off?
Right.
I
Yeah.
got
And
money
they
in
were
the
loud.
jukebox. Yeah,
And they were loud and obnoxious and
Yeah.
noisy.
They were drunks.
Yeah, they were drunk.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there on my bar stool, which you can see in the movie American Heart.
Yeah.
Because Jeff Bridges sits on that stool
Yeah.
in the movie.
Oh, wow.
And there was a little pet peeve for a while. I had gotten sober 2 months before they filmed there.
Right.
So I was pissed off because I wasn't in the movie. I
Yeah.
would have been in the movie.
Right,
All
right.
the East Lake Zoo scenes,
Yeah.
the bar scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know all the extras. It was
Oh,
it was
yeah.
us, right?
Yeah.
So anyhow,
Including those 3 guys that you hated, probably.
oh yeah, they were. Did you like it?
Yeah, dude, so that sounds like a good, healthy, newly sober resentment.
yeah.
Because, like, if we're gonna be honest, you need some softball resentments for your
Yeah,
first 4 steps.
yeah.
It's all transactional anyway. Yeah,
sure.
totally.
Right. That's awesome. Yeah.
So one night, they're down there. The bar at the zoo is long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably at least 20, maybe 25 feet long.
Sure,
Yeah.
And I'm at my stool's at the very end,
of course. Rehab row.
right where the cash register, where all the bartenders are.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you want to be close to the action.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
and was the bartender says they all love me. I don't know why, but they did.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing about the crusty drunks. They either got their drinks for free or for cost. That's it.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Boy, it just went away.
Yeah. So they get their drinks for cost.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Okay.
got
They were
got
pickled.
those.
These dudes
Yeah.
were pickled.
So I'm sitting there, and the bar had a mirror that went all the way down. You couldn't really get
Why
away
do they
from
do
that.
that?
Oh man! And I always tell people new coming in, I said, "I'm telling you, don't ever look in the mirror.
Right.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
If you really don't want to see the truth, don't look in the fucking mirror, man.
Yeah.
Just
Sure.
look the other way."
Yeah.
And for once, this is really the first time I saw myself. They made noise,
Yeah.
and they were making the TV do stuff. And I looked over at them and went, "Ugh, fuckers." And I looked back and I happened to see me.
Yeah.
And I went, and I stared at myself.
Yeah.
I was 34. I felt like I was 64.
Yep.
Sure.
And I probably looked like I was 84.
Did it cross your mind that you were turning into those 3 dudes?
You had to do the punchline.
Sorry.
Davey, you got the punchline away.
Is that where you were struck?
Well,
Sorry.
so I'm sitting there.
Fucking Damon ruins everything.
I know.
Well, I mean, we all. I mean,
Yeah. No, I get it. Yeah.
Headed that way.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There
I'm
was
looking
one
at me,
car on that road.
They're making the noise. I look at them. I look back at me. I look at them. I look back at me, and then I look back at them, and then I look back at me and went,
man.
"Fuck."
How old do you think those
I'm
dudes
those
were?
guys.
Yeah.
I said rude shit.
Yeah.
I was always there. I got my drinks for free or cost.
Right. Yeah.
I never went away. I was always there.
Yeah. I never went away.
How old do you think the dudes were?
Well, they're probably 10. Yeah, they're probably in their mid 40s and early 50s. somewhere in there.
Right.
Which,
Yeah.
even at 34, that's ancient.
Yeah.
You're like, these dudes are ready to die.
Yeah,
They're right. Like, totally. It's
yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah.
So at 10 months shy, I didn't get sober that night.
No.
No, something else happened.
Yeah.
So I went, fuck, I'm those guys. I went, fuck.
Better have a drink.
So what I did was I took my PBR long neck.
Mm-hmm.
That was the
Yeah.
that was the bar drink for me, the
Right.
bar beer.
Yeah.
And-
Little blue ribbon.
And I took it about half there, and I started chugging it. And while I was doing that, I had this thought: okay, all right, I'm going to give up. This was an actual lucid thought that I
Yeah.
had. All right, I'm going to give up everything I love to do, all my hopes and dreams for my life, so that I can just sit here on this bar, on this bar stool, and drink my life away.
Right.
I will die on this bar stool.
Yeah.
And I got done with the PBR and slammed it down and went, looked at the bartenders, can I get another one?
Yeah.
And I made the deal right there.
You ever see the movie Leaving Las Vegas?
I've seen pieces, but it's too hard for me to watch.
No, it's I was gonna say, because every like stone cold alcoholic sees that movie and it's like torture.
Yeah, it is torture. Yeah.
Because we know that feeling. It's the only logical conclusion to the story. You know what I mean? That's the way it goes. Yeah.
I was never going to do anything again.
No. Yeah.
And just by spirit or God or blue fuzz, I don't care what you call it.
Yeah.
But something, 10 months later, I got struck sober.
Yeah.
What did getting... this is really cool to hear, by the way, because I got sober on my 34th birthday.
I got sober a month before 35.
Yeah. So this is cool to hear. Like, yeah. I didn't personally. I got struck sober by the East Side Task Force, right? Like they had been chasing me and they finally caught me, and it just happened to be the day before my 34th birthday.
Huh?
So for me, I woke up the next day and I was like, I guess I'm fucking sober now, and I better figure this out, because I knew I wasn't getting out.
Yeah.
I knew I was going to prison. So it's just cool to hear somebody.
So you got sober before your belly button birthday. You got sober shortly before your belly button birthday.
Yeah.
And so did I. I actually, well, I've had 2 sobriety dates. And the first one was March 1st. And my belly button is March 18th.
Yeah.
You know what my second birthday, what my current sober birthday is? March 2nd.
That's awesome.
One day after the first, and we don't pick them. Like it just, it's just, you get struck sober basically by a series of unpredictable circumstances that line up
stuff that you don't
perfectly,
you never see coming.
Well, and when I was newly sober, and or newly going to meetings sober and shit, back, not that my sobriety anniversary doesn't mean anything to me now, but 14 years in September, right? So it's like, you get to a point where you're like, oh, that's great, 14 years, awesome. But back when you're young and you're like, oh God, 5, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, let's go out and I'm going to give you a coin and you're going to chair a meeting. And I'd be like, fuck, but it's my birthday. I kind of want to go do my own birthday shit too, right? Right? Okay, I'll go do this.
You get older and you're lucky if you get lunch out of the deal.
Yeah, You get 14 years and it's funny because my sponsee this year was like, hey, can you give me a coin for my 10 years? Because I haven't gotten him a coin the last 5 years. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'm like, because it just is fucking, I don't, So when you say you got struck sober, you've said this a number of times, what does that mean?
All right, here's story time?
Yeah.
Story time.
Please.
Yeah.
So there I was.
Yeah. Okay, there it is. Good.
Yeah. Fuck, that was good. Fast forward. Let's just all just do this for a minute.
Yeah.
So I had started, by that time, I actually started going to college.
Yeah.
I know. I know. He's looking at me, what?
It's kind of a fucking curveball.
Man. I could not have prepared.
I didn't think you knew how to read.
How did you end up in college?
This
I'm
will
shocked.
Make sense to you. Okay, wait for it.
I'm waiting for it. Yeah.
I went to Seattle Central to their video school program.
Oh yeah, that checks out.
Okay. Now he's going, all right, okay.
Yeah.
And unbelievable. I was a drunk.
Yeah.
I actually passed I passed a semifinal.
Yeah.
It was a big deal, half the year.
Yeah.
And I was still loaded from the night before.
Yeah.
I was still drunk.
I've done some of my best work.
Yeah.
Like that.
I don't know how the hell I did that.
Yeah.
I was the last one out of there.
Yeah.
When I was laying there, I got there early, and all the classmates are coming by, and I was laid out on on the sidewalk in the Jesus pit.
That's not dramatic.
I told everybody, just come and get me when the tests start.
Just full bad lieutenant
Right.
Harvey
When it starts, come
Keitel out
get
the fucking. That's
So
funny.
toward the end of that, it was just a couple of months before I got sober. My parents helped me get a car.
Yeah.
So I got this car. I actually had this car for 30 days.
Okay.
And so I had, and so
What kind
it
of
was
car?
summer,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
What kind of a car was it?
it was a Honda, one of those, I think it was an Accord.
You know, there's a point in an alcoholic's life where you get a car and it's just a car. Like it's the details aren't important. It was just it had wheels on it. We could drive it.
Totally.
It wouldn't stay in fifth. I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I had
There's
to
always
hold
something
it
like
into
that.
fifth.
Yeah.
So I was very proud. It was one of those. It's like the fake sports cars that.
Oh right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sport. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has one tailpipe. We know that it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not doing any sports.
It might be
Yeah.
sporty looking, kind
Yeah, it
of.
was sporty looking.
Yeah.
So I would go to the bar. I would go to the zoo and park it right out front.
Oh yeah.
And it was summer, so the door was open. And I could drink and look at my car. And
Go lean on it with some chicks.
Look at my
man.
car.
And my buddies, all the people there, they're like, "Lad, what are you doing? Why are you driving your car? You live a block and a half away."
Right. Yeah.
I go, "Well,"
You're drinking.
and I actually said this. Well, what can happen? I live a block and a half away.
Right.
I mean, you can't really.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty sound logic. Like,
But that is also walking right up to the personification of fate and going, fuck.
yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What could happen?
Yeah. Bring it on. I'm all powerful.
Show me what you got.
Yeah. So I get done drinking and I drive home, and I'm driving down these little streets residential streets at 50 miles an hour.
For sure.
There happens to be a cop.
Having fun. You're having fun, you know?
So the cop pulls me over.
Yeah.
And I'm a half a block away from my house.
Okay, but my question is, in true alcoholic fashion,
Right.
did you drive a block and then you're half a block from your house, or have you now driven 9 blocks and are
You're
almost?
fucking around a little bit,
No,
man.
I went down. No, I went straight. I went straight from the bar.
You were going home.
Yeah.
So you had made it a block. Okay,
I made it a block.
all right, just
And the
keep.
cop said, "Get out of the car."
Yeah.
And
He was just waiting by the zoo for when you fucking chuckle fucks to come out and do something
Right.
oh
stupid.
yeah,
totally.
probably was.
Yeah.
And I even said to the cop, I live right. You could see my house.
Yeah.
I live right there. I won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
I'll just walk home.
Yeah.
He goes, "Well, I got to do the sobriety test with you." And I said, "All right."
Sobriety.
And I was definitely drunk.
He's like, I have a sneaking suspicion you've been drinking.
So at that time I wore cowboy boots.
Yeah.
With the Cuban heels.
Yeah, it's the late '80s, early '90s. Of course
Yeah.
you did, right?
Cuban heels are the ones that are like this in the
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
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 And I can't walk a straight line in those when I'm sober.
No,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
So that's why Axl Rose does
Walk
this.
the line. I'm all wobbly and
Yeah.
going off the line.
You were
Then he-
still wearing those all the time when I met you, as a matter of fact.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
wore them for quite a while.
Some black ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why Axl Rose does this.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. He's just trying to balance.
Yeah, he's fucking
That's pretty much
serpentine.
it, yeah.
Teen.
So the cop looks at me and says, "All right, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah.
I really didn't."
Of course you didn't.
He said, "Well, say the ABCs." And I went, "Okay." And I didn't. I know you hear this a lot where
Yeah.
people will sing it.
Yeah.
But I didn't do that. I just said the ABCs.
Yeah.
The ABC, I went through it and I got to Q.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened? What comes after Q? I don't know.
Yeah.
It was not there. Q. I looked at the cop and went, Q.
Can you give me a fucking hint?
Q.
You're
And I
either
kept
drunk, you're
saying
either
it.
drunk or you have
I'm
Alzheimer's.
looking at
Yeah,
it, going,
you're either drunk or dumb.
Q. Q.
This is your cue.
Yeah.
You know?
And he looks at me and goes, all right, try it again.
He was trying to help you. Yeah.
He was trying to be nice. And so I went through, I got to Q.
Yeah.
It's still not there.
Yeah. It's still
And now I got an attitude.
Yeah.
And I was like, Q. And I just like looked at the car and went, QSC. And he took me, he did the head thing, all right, in the car. Right?
Yeah. That's enough of that. Yeah.
Took me, they didn't have, that was East Lake.
Did R make your first 4-step?
Huh?
The letter R make your first 4-step?
Not bad.
I like what you're doing there, Damon. Yeah. But like, really, dog, that's a package. I could see if you couldn't remember Q, but like once you hit R, RS, you know what I mean? Like you got QRS, and then you hit T, TUV, right? Yeah.
No, this is where we get into that long string of unpredictable circumstance that strikes you sober.
Right, I can understand not hitting
blow
Q.
was like, no R, you can't have it.
Yeah, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so I took me to 12th Street Precinct on Capitol Hill.
Sure.
They processed me, and the guy said, okay, well, you can walk home from here. So I had to walk from basically Capitol Hill and
That's a little
down
bit of a
to
hike.
East Lake and Lynn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all downhill, thankfully.
It is all downhill, but it's
Yeah.
about a 40-minute walk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so as I leave and open the doors of the precinct and start walking down the street, I have this thought. I went, how long have I been doing this?
Right.
I wanted to know, how long? I go, well, when'd you start? So there's conversations in my head.
Yeah.
Well, I started in 1970, probably around somewhere in July. All right, 1970. What year is it now? I'm just this is going on, right?
Right.
Talking to myself and going, it's 1990.
Yeah.
And well, how long is that? 70 to 90. That's 20 years. And that thought was, I could not wrap my head around.
I had that same thought.
Yeah.
It was huge. Like 20 years. And the next thing was, no, that's not fucking right.
Right.
No, let's do this again.
Yeah.
1970, 1990.
And then you remembered our
20. No, that's not right. And so it started, it's this thing that happened.
Yeah.
And I'm walking, and every step is 70, 90, 20. No. 70, 90, 20. No. 70, 90, 20. No. 70. And it kept looping. And it just kind of became lions and tigers and bears.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And this is for 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I finally get to my basement hole. I turn the knob, and when I turn the knob to the door, 20. This is how I got sober.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah. Math got you sober.
Math happened.
Yeah.
I went 20 years, and it rushed over me. All 20 years of drinking and
just trying to do it.
especially the last 3 years. But the 20 years it was overwhelming. I just went, and I was tired. And this is the most tired I'd ever been.
Yeah.
I will tell you that it's the most tired I've ever been in my life. And I'm almost 71 and a father, and so raised kids, so I know about tired.
You've had some tiring things happen.
And so I fell into that apartment, literally.
Yeah.
And just went, all right, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And that was, I think, that was the spirit. That was God, or
whatever you
want. Yeah, whatever your understanding is.
Yeah.
That was something outside of me.
Yeah.
And I even went back, so I don't recommend this. I went back to the zoo for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And because I didn't know how to be sober.
Right.
I didn't know. I never did that. I never tried. I never tried to get sober.
Right.
I just drank for 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Every day.
Yeah.
And so my drinking buddy, Michael, I talked to him and I said, hey, I told him what happened. And he, of course, said, I told you not to drive that fucking car.
Right.
Which was the problem. That was the problem.
Yeah.
He had to get that in.
Yeah.
But hey, I don't blame him. And so I said, well, I'm going to be sober now. And he knew something that I didn't. I didn't know this.
Yeah.
He leaned in really close.
Yeah.
And he said, Loud, do you think you can do that? See?
Right,
I didn't
right.
I didn't realize it then.
Yeah.
Looking back on, oh, shit, he knew.
Yeah.
He knew. Mm-hmm. And so that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
And so I went to the zoo for like the first 2 weeks, gripping the shit out of those Lipton iced teas in a can.
Yeah.
They're jack full of, sugar and caffeine.
Yeah.
And my buddies are coming up. How are you doing, Loud? I'm doing fine. Hey, can we buy you beer? No, I'm sober now.
Totally.
It's amazing.
I'm here having fun.
And
but when you don't know what to do, you don't know what to do.
Right.
You know?
And there was people going, okay, well, talk to him. And I always wondered if I, did a little damage. Because,
same.
Because I drank with people like me.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if I got to believe that over their time in drinking, they must have had at least one or two people say, you need to get sober.
Right.
And the guy's probably going, oh, no way. Yeah. I saw a guy get sober once. I didn't look good at all. I ain't doing that.
Nope. Seen it, didn't like it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some similarities in my story with other people as far as meeting people in recovery. We hear a lot of origin stories, right? Canon moments that got us to where we're at. And there's not a lot of similarities that I've heard, besides I drank every day. There's those similarities, but there's some weird stuff. The last 3 years of my run I've talked about it extensively, were the darkest times in my use. I spiraled out. I just let it go. Right. I just fucking kind of just was at the wheel, and I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. And I just took my hands off the wheel and let it do what it was going to do. Yeah. And it got dark real fast.
Talk about turning your will and your life over to the power greater than yourself.
Yeah. I always equate it to and this probably sounds weird, but there's this scene in Fight Club, right? Where they're in the car and he's like, let go of the wheel. Right. And it's really him holding the wheel.
Right.
And he's in the passenger seat and he lets go. And they crash and everybody fucking flies around in the car and shit. And he's like, you just had a near life experience, right? Right. And it was that.
That's funny.
Yeah. Right. And
sad but funny.
Sad but funny. I mean, you're just and that's what I did. But with you, it's last 3 years, I fucking also just gave up, right? I let it happen. I had a number of aha moments where I knew that I was using against my will. I got sober at 34. I had been using for 20 years. And not only I'd have those revelations, fuck, dude, I've been doing this for 2 decades. Yeah. I've been a fuck up for 2 decades. And I had a burgeoning music career, right, in my 20s. I had touched a little bit of that. Yeah. Right? Whatever that is, right? Yeah. Too. Right? And I was in the room for a lot of shit, or I knew this person. You know what I mean? And I had those resentments that I carried with me. Sure. Right? And I've talked about it on the show a lot, where it's I would get really far for a pedigree fuck up. Mm-hmm. Right? I would fuck it up somehow. I would get in the room, I'd be moving, and I would put in all this work. When I was 24 years old, I had my own record label. We'd put out a couple indie fucking records. I had made a whole fucking out. You know what I mean? I had
Yeah. Well, there's that piece in that book that we read, that says, we had a knack for showing a lot of promise or whatever.
Yeah.
Pulling it down with a senseless series of sprees, just
Absolutely.
And
not even knowing why.
Not having a clue, just going through it all blind, man.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Totally. There's just so much parallel between our stories. It's weird. I've had that a couple of times in the rooms, but not with the same gravity. But I'm just sitting here listening. I'm yeah, I know that you know, you said you got sober by math. You're sitting there fucking in your head. But I had those moments. I was just so fucking far out of control. There was only one way that it was going to end, and that was I was going to be stopped.
Right.
Well, one thing I think Loud's always been good at transmitting and is that what's going on behind the circumstance. Like a lot of times when we talk about like what got us clean or sober, we talk about the circumstances and different of us will relate to different circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
But Loud talks about the thoughts and feelings going on in his head.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff we all relate to. Because we all didn't like go to that jail for that thing but we all had that walk where we're doing the math and realizing how big of a fuck up. You know, like that's relatable.
And we all had that moment of realizing how empty we are.
The emptiness.
Well, and
Yeah.
that's and
Yeah.
the thing about that is you get to a point in your use where the only thing you're completely empty, and the only thing you have left is your use. It's the only thing you can rely on.
And the fucked up thing about that is you don't even realize how empty it is until you start to fill up again, and then you're like, God,
Yeah.
you know
Looking
what I
back
mean?
on-
Because
when I look
it's
back
just
at
all
that-
you know when you're there.
Yeah, when I look back at that mirror thing,
Yeah,
good Lord.
yeah.
Yeah.
The mirror is a good one, man. Yeah,
How bleak.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
I
pretty
thought
bleak.
it was bleak then, but
yeah. Right,
Totally.
right.
it's
Yeah,
the
man.
bar of bleakness went way.
Yeah,
The older I get.
Yeah, man. I had those moments. Like I was definitely a drug addict, and I'm an alcoholic, obviously. But I worked in nightclubs, so I was always drinking,
yeah,
right? Because I was on uppers, so I needed to seem normal. So I'd be fucking hammer fisting like Bushmills or Jamesons or whatever, right? And I was living a lot of that time. I was living in San Francisco, right? And so like I've had some very like bleak Charles Bukowski barfly. You're like, this is fucking gross. Like I'm
Yeah.
literally living in barfly right now. Right?
Yeah.
Like, right. It's until you're noon on a fucking Monday at the end up. You know what I mean? Like you guys are just fucking just tossing them back. Last call for the weekend, you know?
right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. That's fucking it's just rare that I hear that. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now you're in recovery. You've
Well, early recovery.
I mean,
Yeah.
you've stopped drinking.
You're abstaining from use.
Yeah,
I was-
yeah. How did you end up like making it? Fuck, man. How did you get from there to? Okay, I'm starting to learn how to be in recovery and how to live and
So the first year, at 45 days,
yeah,
somebody, couldn't tell you who,
yeah,
somebody
It's Jesus.
said, and they gave me an address, said, you should go to a meeting
yeah, yeah,
and go to this address. Mm-hmm. I went, okay.
Speaking of Fight Club,
So I did, I know.
right?
So I did that,
Yeah.
and it turned out to be the rendezvous.
Oh yeah,
nice,
yeah.
yeah.
Well, you're keeping it,
It was Tuesday night NA.
Yeah.
And
I forgot about those old meetings down at the rendezvous.
God,
Yeah.
in the back up the stairs. Mm-hmm. And the rendezvous, for people that don't know, this was before they tried to clean it up.
I was gonna say, yeah,
And
classy
I don't
joint.
think they ever conceded, but they
Right.
tried.
Right.
But this was before that. So this is
Yeah.
the guys drinking in there were the people that still got their SSI checks, basically.
Yeah.
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 So I got there just a few minutes late. I'm shaking, and
Yeah.
I get up there. There's a small room. There's like 40 people, and it's hot in there. And I'm
Yeah.
just looking around, and I start looking around, and my shoulders dropped. And I went, oh. It was half full of all the people I used to drink and use with.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Half
Yeah.
the punk rock scene was in there.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was very fortunate. I know there's a lot of people that come into the rooms
Yeah.
and they struggle to get that, to build that network.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't have to.
Yeah.
All I needed to do was show up.
You're like, oh, this is where you guys have been.
And so remember that guy I mentioned, Dunner?
Yeah.
The gray door? Mm-hmm. It's after a while we started to call it the garbage door. But anyway, I'm standing there, and there's this guy standing next to me. And you know how when somebody gets just a little too close,
Yeah.
they're like inside your purple circle?
Yeah. The purple circle.
And he's looking at me, and he's like right, like 5 inches
Right.
from my face, and I'm going.
I'm gonna have to
trying
fight
move
somebody.
away and sort of look over at him at the
Right.
same time, and it was Donner.
Yeah.
I went, oh, Donner, and he did not waste any time. He leaned in even closer.
Right. Even closer.
Yeah, and whispered, "Loud, we've been waiting for you."
Yeah.
I just went, oh.
That's fucking funny.
And I just went.
Oh, God, is that you?
I didn't know what. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Like, that's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. So I stayed drive the first year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then finally got to that place of that book we read,
Right.
with or without it, the
Yeah.
jumping off place. And I kind of got there. And is this it? I had that revelation. Is this it?
Yeah.
We just go to these meetings and
Right.
bitch about our lives. And the cat shit on the rug, and my inner child stepped in it.
Yeah.
And I'm pissed off at that guy. I'm pissed off at her.
Yeah.
And then after the meeting, we go to the coffee house and gossip about who does who.
Right,
Is that
right.
it? Because if that's it,
If that's it, that's not going to be enough.
yeah, that angst inside.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I know you guys will. That's inside.
Yeah.
That alcohol and drugs would take away. For,
Absolutely.
That's the
for
thing.
a couple hours.
Yeah.
And then it would return.
Well, long enough so you can go to sleep.
Yeah. And so.
Well, now you have no
I-
anesthesia.
That stuff is coming back.
Yep. Yeah.
And at 9 months, I would.
Especially with the letter R.
That's awesome. Man.
I'm going to have to write another 4-step.
I think we actually cracked something open here.
Yeah. Fuck. Forgot where I was. That's probably okay. Yeah, dry. And so, 9 months I got kicked out of the band that I started.
Yeah.
You want
yeah.
human, and that's in sobriety.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
man.
because a week sober, I ran into a kid, and we started playing.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
immediate. I started playing again, and I was
Yeah.
in a band. It was a band called It.
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 Stayed up all night writing that name.
It was a great band. We jumped on that.
Stephen King.
No, that's way before that. Jumped on that funk metal thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That kid, that bass player, he's like 24.
Well, yeah, this is like 1990, so that's right
Yeah.
on time for that. Yeah.
He could outslap Bootsy.
Yeah.
I would look at him and go, fuck, you're phenomenal.
Yeah.
So I'll just play this, simple guitar, because if I try
That's
to go
saying a
busy,
lot,
it'll
dude.
be
If
way
you're
too
out
busy.
playing boots,
Right.
Right around a year, I finally heard it and went, oh, a friend of mine, of ours actually, she took me to a meeting. She said, you should come to this meeting with me. And it was a AA meeting.
Yeah.
yeah.
And for this entire year, going to NA, I told people what AA was like.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. Of
course.
Well, we don't let information get in the way of a good opinion.
I did the same
know?
thing. This is creepy.
Yeah.
Like I did. I
Yeah.
was in NA. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'd never been to an
Sure.
AA movie.
Yeah.
I'd never been to an AA meeting.
I expected a lot more boat shoes and chinos. You know what I mean? Like in sweaters.
what I thought AA was a bunch of old fat guys sitting around smoking cigarettes and talking about Jesus.
Yeah.
Sure, there too. Yeah.
And so I went to this meeting, and there was a guy there that I used to use with. I'll drop the name of House of Ken.
Right. Yeah.
He was there.
Yeah.
He's talking to me after the meeting. I'm going, what the hell have you, I'm looking around going, what the hell have you done with Ken?
Right. Yeah.
This is not, it's right out of that book. It's like,
Yeah.
had that experience. I didn't know who the hell who this guy was.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know, because nothing coming out of his face
Right.
was what Ken would ever say.
Right.
And the thing I got from him was, he seemed okay.
Right.
He had a couple years more than me.
Well, it's funny because people who've only known him in the last 20 years just literally cannot imagine any of that House of Ken stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
and
not a lick of it.
Okay.
I knew Ken since I've met Ken in 1979.
Right.
House Ken was probably the biggest punk rock party house in
Seattle.
In Seattle, in the district. There were some others that held their own. The DT House, Madhouse, sort of was just slightly before House of Ken, and that was a big party house too. And there were several others.
Yeah.
Over in West Seattle, where the Blaine and Steve lived, that was the gas chamber, so that was kind of the West Seattle side of it.
Sure.
And these are places you just roll up on, and pretty much
Every Friday, Saturday night, there's a party. There's a kegger going on.
Yeah.
And then vaguely, who did Ken become?
He became the guy. I know, I got it.
There we go.
Because a guy named Don was like this for me. Mm-hmm. He became the guy that you wanted to go up and shake his hand and hope something rubbed off.
Right. Yeah.
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 Because the thing that I got from that little talk after the meeting when he's talking at me was, he seems comfortable in his skin.
Yeah.
He really seems comfortable. He's okay.
Really comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Really comfortable.
Yeah.
and I'll tell you, Ken was never comfortable with anything. Ken actually was the top of my barometer. We all had him.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, yeah.
I had like
Not as bad as that guy.
Yeah, I have 5 top ones.
Yeah.
And Ken was the top. The other 4 were very close seconds.
Right.
Right.
Very
Depends on the day. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Ken was it, so I was always okay because I'm never as bad as Ken.
Yeah.
And so he leaned in, and by that time I'd gone to enough meetings where keep coming back.
Yeah. Right.
It works.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets better. Really?
Because I'm losing my ass.
When does it?
This thing
when does
on?
it get- but I wasn't doing anything.
Right. Right. That's the thing. Yeah.
And I kept hearing this, keep coming back. Why? Because I was all this resentment and just ickiness inside was full. It was worse.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have anything to blur it away for a while.
Right.
So he leaned in and said, hey, Loud, because he said the same thing, only different. He said, you might want to come back here.
Yeah.
And then he sort of just like gently walked away. And I just stood there.
Yeah.
I was looking around, people were there was like 25
Yeah.
of these freaks talking about steps and God, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and I was kind of looking around. They were visiting after the meeting, and I just kind of went, yeah, I think I'll come back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I did, and that DRU became my home group there.
Yeah.
And
Good
so
old drunks are us.
then I started working the steps, and so that's where things started.
Oh yeah.
That's where the change happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things started. Oh, okay. And I'm not as cool as I thought I was.
Yeah. There's that.
Well, there's a theme too, right? Like I have this sponsee who, you thankfully found it earlier than a lot of people. Like you get in the rooms, you do. What I've seen is people get in, they do their first 4-step. It's pretty much just transactional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They want their wife back. They want a car. They just want a life, right?
Yeah.
And honestly, most of us come in and we just need some good transactions. Like we need a little bit of wins because if I had come in the rooms and people were like, "You're gonna have an amazing spiritual experience. Your fucking whole spiritual life. Dog, I'm just got out of prison. I need a house. I need a job. I need a girlfriend. I need a car. I need some clothes. I need nicotine. There are things that on my, on my hierarchy of needs that are way higher than a spiritual experience.
And the other thing that's kind of underlying that is, how do I just not drink?
Well, and
Right.
yeah,
right,
totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
You're not telling me that.
Yeah.
It's funny, like it's when you talk about like steps and promises, like you don't get really promised the not drink thing clearly until step 10.
Yeah,
Right.
totally.
You know?
Yeah. Well,
It's like took him long enough.
yeah. Well, and so
Right.
you get so I have this sponsee, and he's got 5 years. Usually you go in the desert around 5, 6, 7 years where you're like really in spiritual crisis. There's no external shit that's going to fix or make you feel different anymore. You've got it all. You got the house, you got the girl, you got all the stuff. You've checked all the boxes and you're still like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing here. Right. And I told him, and me and my sponsor kind of came to this revelation. I was talking to him about it, and he was like, yeah, man, I just feel like I'm brand new. And I was like, listen, bro, you are having your first real spiritual crisis. You're no longer a newcomer, right? Like you finally got to the spiritual portion of the test, right? Where like, and it's for me now. I look around and I see people, right, and I'm like, oh, you've reached the spiritual portion. You're at the part where none of it makes sense anymore, and you've come down to either using, how do I not continue to not drink, or you got to do something.
Yeah, and
actually do something.
Right, and that brings me to when I started really understand that, because there's some other guys in those early sober days are like, you don't really have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of understood that, but then once I really started working the steps, I went, I don't have a choice.
It feels like a dare. When people say that to you, when you're first brand new too, you're like, oh yeah, I might. In your head, you're like, you don't know me. I might have a choice.
Yeah. Well, truthfully, the first time I worked the steps, I had been bouncing in and out a bunch, and I couldn't figure out why. It was really tearing me apart inside, and so I came back in, and someone had told me, someone basically had challenged me. They're like, you keep getting loaded, but have you ever actually worked all the steps? And I'm like, in
order.
And I just started like talking sideways and I bounced, but when I came back, I'm like, okay, I'm going to do all these steps and then it's not going to work. And then I'm going to be right. I am unique and unfixable. For some reason, it was important to me.
Oh, yeah.
It was so important for me to be unique that I was willing to be unfixable to do it.
Yeah.
And
that's real shit.
And I worked the steps, not because I thought they would work, but because out of spite. And,
I did the same thing.
And they worked.
Yeah, I did.
Which caught me off guard completely.
I had two thoughts at the time when I finally went, all right, I'll try them.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so I was like, all right.
And it was like this. It was like, all right, I'll work your steps. I'll work your fucking steps. Proves they don't fucking work.
Yeah.
There's your fucking
That's
steps.
exactly
That's
the
that
vibe.
was one thought.
Yeah.
The other thought was...
I need some help. I don't want to feel like this.
Literally. The other thought was leave it to Beaver. And I heard Beaver going, gee, Wally, I hope they work.
Oh, that's funny, dude.
Oh, wow.
That's funny.
Two polar opposites.
Yeah. And a look inside the animation mind of Loud.
That's fucking funny.
Wally,
It was a sitcom. Loud was living a TV show.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, totally.
That's how I grew up, man.
Yeah, totally.
TV.
We were talking earlier. You were talking about like you'd spent some time on a military base in Japan. What was early life like? What was like what? Of course, you're from Kent, ultimately, right? Like that's
ultimately.
I lived there.
I mean, you can clean it up however you want, but
I did live there for about 4 years. I did my time.
you did your time in Kent.
Yeah, I did my time.
But what does their early life look like? What does family life look like? Is it cool?
Well, it was just
was it Leave It to Beaver or was it?
No. It wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
It was I lived on bases.
Yeah. I did that a little bit when I was younger too.
I was an Air Force brat.
Yeah.
And so until age 14.
Yeah.
And best friends, about a year if you're lucky.
Fleeting.
Right. Yeah.
It's just the way that it was.
Yeah.
And so also, like people get too close.
Mm-hmm.
That's just part of it. And this is the 60s.
Yeah.
And my mom and dad during the 60s, they drank heavy.
Yeah.
Sure.
But in Japan, as I was really kind of starting to come of age, I guess, you really start to think about stuff.
Yeah.
what I saw was if you were a grown-up, it wasn't like you got old enough to drink.
Right.
If you were a grown-up, you drank.
Yeah.
Sure.
And they do some drinking in Japan too. Like they really do.
And the military does too.
Right.
There's a reason. There's a
In another country.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I see how it's all adding up here.
Yeah.
Like I got 2 words for you: American Legion. Like you want to see a military person drink?
Yeah.
Go into a fucking Legion. Yeah. You'll see some drinking, and there's always one near every goddamn military facility.
Just about every weekend there at the officers club.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought.
Yeah.
And I hated being a kid.
Yeah. I hated being a kid. Yeah.
Sure.
So I started smoking cigarettes at 8 years old.
Yeah.
Because that was grown-up. That's grown-ups did that.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. You want to be a grown up.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny how we all want to be so grown, and then we get to grown, and we're like, man, this is a fucking scam.
Well,
Like, what a scam
You
being
just
grown
don't
up
have the
is.
whole picture when you're a
Yeah,
kid.
all right. Like this is a fucking scam.
Yeah, and that first time I got drunk, I felt that thing
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
going on for me. Mm-hmm. The booze hit and went,
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
oh, hey, this is what I've been looking for.
Something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. I want to do that again.
Well,
Yeah.
Even the next day, when I discovered the hangover
Yeah.
of the first time drinking a half a case
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
of Luckies,
yeah.
Right. Nice,
still remember.
nice. Yeah.
and and the cat coming in, like, quit yelling. And the first thing I remember thinking, you know what? I want to do that again.
Yep.
Even if it comes with this.
Yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
want to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird, man. It's a weird fucking thing. I remember the first time that something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every time you have like a moment that's revelatory like that, like you hear it when people talk about their God shots or something or whatever, having a psychic change.
Right.
Right. When somebody talks about having a psychic change, almost universally they go, well, something happened. You know what I mean? And it's
Yeah.
that same kind of nebulous thing when you drink for the first time or you use for the first time.
Right.
It's just like,
I mean, the first time I drank, I had a spiritual experience.
yeah, absolutely.
Albeit it was manufactured.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's what we're chasing the whole time, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's funny.
like-
The first time I got good and drunk, I drank 2 16-ounce Coke bottles full of vodka
Oh, my
at
goodness.
9 in the morning at my little city job, park supervisor, poor kid job, and I puked blood. I burnt the lining on my stomach. It was super gnarly. But there was an hour in there that was
where you were a god,
worth it.
where you were
It
a
was fucking worth.
Yeah.
Bottom line is, I'm willing to risk that to feel like that.
Yeah.
Because feeling like that was so foreign. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Took the bad shit away.
well,
took
and
the
it's
bad shit away.
It's.
Yeah.
I had this moment. Speaking of the 20 years thing, right? I had this moment where, about 8 years into my sobriety, I was talking to my wife, and I was like, I had some pretty awesome times high. You hear this all the time, right?
Yeah.
I had some pretty great times high. I got to
Fuck
work in
yeah.
nightclubs and do all this stuff and fucking see
Yeah.
all this stuff and do all this stuff. But if I took all of the really awesome times, it's about 3 months out of 20 years.
Right. right.
Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that should tell you something, right? Because we are like, that was amazing. And I'm going to work to try to do that again nonstop, no matter all of the bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, and that's that way of we try to sugarcoat the fact that I got empty.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and the brain naturally suppresses like bad memories. You
Yeah.
know, I had a fucked up childhood. It's completely out of my power. You know, it's just where I landed, and I don't remember much. You know,
Neither do I.
there's very little that I remember up until like 14 or 15 when I went into foster care.
Yeah.
Because my brain's just like, nope.
Yeah.
I remember a handful of good times.
Yep.
And I have a synthetic knowledge of the bad things that happened.
Yep.
You know.
It's funny. Like, I know that my life was idyllic until I was 8 years old. Like, it was seemingly perfect.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we had I had an older half brother and sister that lived with me, my mom, my dad. My dad was successful. Everything seemed great, right? Like, and then from 3 months or 3 days after my 8th birthday, my mom left my dad, and everything was completely different.
Yeah.
Like I was now a single child in a single mother household in the fucking mid 80s.
Right.
And low income housing and running around, doing all the stuff like dirty street kid shit that you do. But for whatever reason, and I've thought a lot about this, but I blocked out. Nothing bad happened.
Right.
In those early 8 years, but I blocked that the fuck out. Like I remember like 5 hazy memories.
Oh, interesting.
And it was like my brain was like, hey, look, it's different now.
Yeah.
Let's not dwell on how it was better. We got to deal with this now. Yeah. So it's not just like the shitty things and then, you know what I mean? Like my brain is trying to protect me from something, from pain somehow.
I don't remember 2nd grade.
Oh, interesting.
All
Not
of it?
one thing.
Which is crazy because I always marvel at how much you remember of all these different parts of your life.
Well, I had
not 2nd grade.
Yeah, and I had some abuse from a teacher in 1st grade.
Okay.
And
you don't have to get into it. But.
Yeah, there was no sexual stuff, but it was a lot of verbal and a lot of emotional. She would tell the class that I was an evil child and not to play with me, and she would put me in a corner.
Oh, wow.
What were you doing that
she
pissed her off?
My parents decided to live off base.
Mm-hmm.
And this lady did not, she called my mom like a, base tramp or tramp whore or whatever.
Oh, wow.
Base whore, whatever it is.
Isn't it fucking crazy? The 60s were fucking crazy, dog.
So,
yeah.
So and she would lock me, in the janitor's closet.
Damn.
And so.
So you remember all that, but you blocked out 2nd grade?
Yeah, well, here's the thing, is I kind of remember that stuff, but the thing I didn't remember, there was one time where, I didn't remember the janitor closet.
Right.
And my mom was, at 90 days, I was out at my mom's house, 90 days sober, with that kid from IT, the bass player.
Yeah,
His name's Christian.
Yeah.
Awesome bass player.
Yeah.
And my mom just sort of offhand mentions the verbal abuse and stuff from the 1st grade teacher.
Right.
And I had blocked that stuff out.
Right.
Right. I did not really remember it.
Huh.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I'm just standing, and all of a sudden, I'm starting to shake, and it's all.
It came back.
I remember it all. I'm like,
right.
You okay? Yeah.
Right.
I did not know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Christian said, "Hey," when we got back to my house, because he
watched the whole thing go down. Yeah.
He was my roommate there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he said, "Loud, you do something." So I had showed him my school pictures, and he went back to that photo album, picked it up and went through it and goes, "Loud, here, I want to show you something." I'm like, "Okay, what?"
Yeah.
So this is my 1st grade picture.
Uh-huh.
So I'll try to do this quick. So in 1st grade, I had a teacher. She was like 70. She was like 4 feet high.
Yeah.
And pretty brittle. And they let you do that back then.
Yeah.
Right. And it was the first time, I don't know what I did or didn't do.
Right.
She said, "You have to stay in from recess." I'm like, "No, I'm not staying in for recess. Everybody else is going, no, because you didn't do this and you have to." And you have to remember, I was a very little kid.
Yeah.
I was a runt.
Yeah.
And she grabbed my wrist to pull me to my seat, right?
Yeah.
She said, "You have to stay in." And I said, "No, I don't." And I pulled my wrist really hard.
Yeah.
And at that same moment, I thought, I want her to go down and I want her to be hurt.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
She went down. She got hurt. Actually, she never got out of a wheelchair the rest of her life.
Wow.
So the substitute that came in, she was.
You were the evil child.
Yeah, I was the evil child. He did this and don't play.
Yeah.
Nobody would talk to me.
Yeah. Oh man.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I tried to talk. No, I can't talk to you. because she was a mean lady.
Yeah.
And so all that coming back at once.
Yeah.
I had no idea
What
to
did
do with that.
Christian find in the
Oh, yeah, the photo.
Yeah.
So he's going through this thing, coming to look. So he finds the first grade photo, and it was taken before the mean lady.
Right.
Right.
And so it's got the little old lady, and
Yeah.
she's smiling, and I was little, so I was in the front row.
Right.
And here's this little kid, biggest smile on his face, a nicely pressed suit,
Yeah.
you know, with
Sure.
even a tie and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
And I was just like the happiest little kid,
Yeah.
just smiling away. And he flips over, and it's interesting, there's no second grade photo.
Right.
And he flips over to third grade. And he goes, look. And I was standing there, and it was like I got my thumbs hooked in my pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Shoulders are all hunched over, and I've got a real sour look on my face. My thumbs are hooked into my pockets,
Yeah.
and I'm just and with one leg sort of bent and.
Yeah.
So you were punk in third grade. Something happened in second grade that made you punk by third grade.
Right.
Well, truth be told, maybe I was just broken.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, look at that. He showed me because he had to do this, and he kept doing this. Look, this is before. Look, this is after. Mm-hmm. I went, whoa. He goes, and he looked at me and said, you still do it? I go,
Yeah.
no, I don't. He goes, look at yourself. And I was actually.
You were standing there like,
I was actually doing it. I went,
motherfucker.
That's so fucking.
That's pretty great, dude. You know, there's a vein of addiction, alcoholism, or whatever. Definitely the punk ethos. That's very anti-authoritarian. It's like a hardcore streak in all of us, right? Do you think that was something that was nurtured back in the fucking first grade with that substitute teacher? Like you'd lost respect for authority, and you were like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Yeah.
Because I remember,
and I wasn't a kid that was in trouble all the time.
no,
Right.
I was a kid that could fly under the radar.
oh,
Yeah.
I was a kid that I thought all the people in school all the kids were just fucking stupid.
yeah, sure,
Yeah.
God, you're stupid.
yeah, God.
But I didn't say it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't say, you're fucking stupid.
I wish
Right.
I would have followed that advice.
Yeah.
I
saw
said
a
it.
lot of stupid
We got
kids.
beat up
and
a lot.
And so I always felt like I could outthink them.
Yeah. 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 I relate to that.
And I also discovered this early on, too,
What's that?
was make them laugh.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
the big guy that's going to punch you, if you can make him laugh, he won't punch you.
He'll punch your enemies instead of you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had big guys
Yeah.
like protect me because
Yeah.
Because you're the funny guy.
yeah.
Yeah, I went through this whole thing where like I'd been kicked out of the Jehovah's Witnesses, then I ran away from home, and then I went through some of that like kids can't talk to me that know
Yeah.
me thing. I relate to that. But when I went to high school, I kind of decidedly came out of my shell. Now I'm in a foster home and in a different school district, and the first thing I did was I just started cutting up in class and making people laugh. And I'm like, and I went right from like being picked on back in junior high to now like I've got fucking friends.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if you compliment people and you make them laugh, man, you won't have any problems, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And it's, yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I'll still have these problems,
Yeah.
but I won't have these problems.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I remember exactly when I started to give up on authority or like realize that it was all a scam.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's a bummer. Like, that's one of those things that like I've worked really hard with my teenage daughter to be like, yo, it is a scam, but you don't have to give up on it, right? Like, you can have a...
They're still good there.
Yeah, you can have a healthy relationship with it.
Yeah.
And if there is an unhealthy component to the relationship, like authorities doing something unhealthy to you, let me know because we'll fucking nip that shit right in the bud. Right
Well, good
fast.
authority is there to help.
Yeah. Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
totally. But we didn't really have that when, growing up.
Yeah,
Not
like
a lot. Yeah.
like the cop with the donut holder.
Yeah,
That was
good authority, dude.
That was good application.
I was
of authority,
surprised.
yeah.
Like, wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like, fuck.
So now you've been, we're probably want to wrap it up before too long here.
Sure.
But so now you've been sober a long time. You're fucking, you still work in treatment?
Yeah, I started doing the counseling thing, drug and alcohol counselor in 2006.
Yeah.
So I was 16 years sober.
Okay. Yeah.
And I had
yeah.
plenty of people coming up to me and saying, "Hey, Loud, you should be a counselor."
Yeah.
And I'd
yeah.
look at them and go, "You should go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
They're like, "What?" I love being a sponsor, but I don't want to, that seems like work.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. But again, it's like my sobriety has always been, you don't have a choice.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
I hit a moment where you don't have a choice. I don't know about other people, because I hear other people there talk about their God and stuff. It's like roses and cake and rainbows and unicorns and so lovely.
Yeah.
And mine does not sound like that, has never, ever sounded like that.
Right. Yeah.
It always goes like this. I'm thinking, going, fuck, this sucks. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And my higher power, whatever it is, goes,
Right.
that's too fucking bad for you, isn't it?
Sucks to be loud today.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's a little harsh.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
too fucking bad for you. Do it anyway.
Go on, loser. Get it done.
You don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's like, all right. And so that's what really my sobriety's kind of been like that.
Yeah. But then you end up doing it, and then you're like, oh.
And it reinforces
You're like,
it reinforces that I don't have a choice.
right.
And that's too fucking bad for you is that fighting
Yeah.
with the resentment and all that. So, like you were talking about, all that stuff, that quagmire that we that we'll get we'll get immersed in.
Yeah.
Without sometimes not even seeing it coming.
But doing those things that that we feel called to or whatever that we absolutely don't want to do and too fucking bad, and we do it anyway, and then we find out that that's the thing that really makes us the most happy. There's a time where I thought that tattooing was stupid because I was newly sober, and I'm like, everybody I knew.
Really?
I thought, yeah, I thought tattoos were things people did when they were to each other when they were on meth or crack, and like I just.
Which is true. Which is not true.
It's a both and.
Yeah, it's a both and. Yeah.
Yeah. But when I started tattooing, I was like, oh my God, this is fucking. I knew that this was for me, but it was that like. You have to get past that barrier, and some of us are just so hard-headed that we kind of need to be slapped into things, that are perfect for us.
Can I ask you a question about the counseling?
About the what?
Counseling, being a counselor.
yeah.
Right. A lot of people go into. I don't know if the public is aware, but like we know that a lot of people get sober and they go into they become drug and alcohol counselors, and for some, like I can totally see where it would be your calling, right? Like for a lot of reasons, but I think a lot of people that we see go into it because they're like, what do I do now? Yeah, right, I got to fucking do something, and I've also being in proximity to it, I've seen a lot of people go into drug and alcohol counseling as addicts and have it completely wreck their life.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And this is what I've always told people, because I've worked, not currently, but I've worked in inpatient a lot. Mm-hmm. And, they're like 16 days and I'm going to be a counselor.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
And so I'll
you don't even know who you are yet.
Totally.
I know.
Totally.
Yeah.
You're just on a detox.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's totally right. And then you got the blind leading the dumb.
Yeah, and I'll tell newer people, so I'll tell you what, if you're called, you're called, because that's kind of what happened to me.
Yeah.
Sure.
But if you're called, you're called. But get recovered first.
Yes.
Do that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're going to burn out, and it probably won't go well.
And it's in close proximity to people who have drugs. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're in no shortage of finding drugs at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think by doing it after you've got some step work and some real
Sure.
recovery under your belt, now you're doing it because you've decided from a clear head that it's what you want to be doing, instead of being in that desperate like
jazzed, pink cloud, I'm going to be this.
Yeah, at 15 days, 3 months, whatever it is, like you're deciding you want to be a counselor because you're terrified of going backwards and you think it's going to save you.
Yes.
And it's not.
Right.
As a matter of fact, your job there is to try to help save others,
Absolutely.
not yourself.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
You have to put on your oxygen mask before you help others.
That's and we see it, and it's a bummer, right? Because you got look, dude, I understand. I had new shiny toys that I thought were cool too,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then a couple months later, I'm like, this is fucking boring, and now I'm stuck with all these extra fucking toys I bought, right? And it's sad because I think I think there's this thing I've seen from the outside world where people are like, who don't deal with our problems, that are like, oh, that makes complete sense. They can all just be drug and alcohol counselors, right? And then we can fix the problem. And you're like, that's not, none of that is how that works.
Yeah.
Right. But after you had 16 years when you went into it. So it's like.
A friend of mine used to say this. I haven't seen her in a while, but her name's Nicole, and I give her, I don't know where she got it, but she said this. I give her credit for it. Nicole once said, I've been given a life I didn't even know I wanted.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what's happened for me.
Sure.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Me and her have the same birthday.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
I figured, I knew you knew who.
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I can relate to that. Because when I first got sober, it was going to look completely different.
Yeah.
Next weekend? Mm-hmm. I've been married 27 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Somebody put up with me for 27 years?
Yeah, man.
Unless he put up with me for 28.
Well, and you got a pretty good one, too.
You got to make it another weekend. I mean,
I do got a pretty good one. Yeah.
My whole life is full of things that I would have never picked for myself. You know that before I became a tattooer, there's almost no pictures of me. I have a picture of me in the Army, like the standard one you take for those,
Right.
know. And then and somehow I came across a picture of me in my 6th grade class, which is hilarious because like literally the whole class is like here in a box, like in rows, and looking like smiling children of the 70s.
Yeah.
And then I'm standing kind of off to the side of them, in between them and my 6th grade teacher, like leaned over to one side, looking like I'm here to sell drugs to these other 30 kids, and I'm not taking any shorts for it,
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. It's sad and hilarious
All at the same
simultaneously
time,
to
yeah.
see that picture.
I have that same experience. I don't have a lot of pictures of myself.
Yeah.
Like I have some from when I was a younger kid, but from teenage on.
And now we're doing a podcast,
Yeah,
and I thought tattooing was stupid. I've been around the world for that. I'd never traveled, and now that's like my hobby, traveling.
Dude, totally.
But I couldn't have predicted what life would be like, and if I had tried, I would have picked something lamer.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't have shot for that.
I'm in a band that I love.
Yeah.
And I've been in a band this band has been going for 12 years now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's called Loudmotor. I needed it.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. We're at the point in the show where you get to pitch whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So tell us, man. Pitch some stuff. You name your band. Where can you find you?
Well, you can find us on Spotify, I believe, and maybe I think Bandcamp.
Yeah.
We have an album out called Runnin'. That is when Loudmotor first started. That guy Joe that I talked about with Chaos, we somehow reconnected through the miracles of Facebook.
After 50 years almost.
Something. And he was doing like a open mic type thing, and he said, And he said, "Hey, are you still playing?" I go, "Yeah, I have these. I'm not in a band right now, but I have, I was doing the acoustic songwriter Inc. songs.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Because I discovered something. I can't write Happy Dappy Doo.
Yeah.
I've tried. Every time I try, it looks too fucking corny.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
Either.
So
Dude, I was
just-
a musician too. I can't do it
Yeah.
either. I tried and it
What I
just doesn't work.
discovered is I write melancholy pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I do melancholy. It's kind of my lane.
Yeah.
Which is funny because both of you are very cheerful, gregarious people to talk to.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
It's just an experience.
But you have in you what you have.
There's a
And,
darkness in
you know,
us.
Yeah. And it's relatable.
Yeah.
It's why we
So I
listen
got
to
back
music.
together with Joe. He
Yeah.
had a club in 2010 called Club Motor.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so he
Yeah.
went by the name, from then on, he went by the name Joe Motor.
Yeah.
So we started playing together, and I said, we need a name. And he just said, Loudmotor.
Boom.
I went, that's perfect.
Yeah, there's no reason to overthink it, man.
Yeah.
Just fucking
So probably about, I don't know, 6-7 years. Mm-hmm. We were together, and we finally got a drummer. We finally got a bass player. We
yeah.
did some recording. We did that Running album, and Joe was very kind of 60s garage, and I had a lot of fun with that. But then he moved away to Texas. Don't get me started there.
Yeah. right.
Anyway, and so Loud Motor sort of morphed.
Yeah.
My wife Gwen, she'll tell you that she Yoko Ono'd the band.
Yeah.
She snuck in to do like background vocals while
Right.
Joe was still there.
Yeah.
And then he left, and then so she her and I started doing dual vocals, and then she just and I let her too. I was like, whoa. And she's kind of started taking over on vocals, and it took her a few months
Yeah.
to where, because she was still pretty.
Yoko Ono-y.
She was still pretty. What's the word? She was still pretty shaky about it.
Yeah.
Not self-pity, but
Self-conscious.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure I can do this. And,
Right.
And we were playing a show.
Well, because she was more of a folky kind of a singer, right? Like,
yeah.
yeah.
So she still does. She sings
Yeah.
in the church band, right?
Yeah.
So we did the show, and it was like maybe 3 months into it, and I watched it right in front of me. All of a sudden, I watched it happen. It went like that. I looked down and went, holy shit. It happened for her.
Yeah.
She hit it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right. And I just I remember stepping back
Yeah.
and let her go.
Sure.
Yeah.
When she gets on stage, she owns that stage.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
relatable.
no, she's got swagger. Yeah.
That's relatable. I got
Yeah.
that same situation with
Yeah,
my wife.
she takes the mic. First thing she does when we start, she takes the mic off the stand and puts the stand up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, fuck, I don't need that.
It's funny. Like when you go to see a show, you can tell before a song even starts when a singer comes out. And I went to see this band last night where this cute woman singer comes out, and I think there's some ambient noise and there's some smoke or fog, and she just walks up to the front of the stage and goes like this. And that was immediately she's telling the crowd prepare yourself.
Yeah.
We're about
This
to
is
do
going to be a show.
Yeah, you will watch me.
Yeah. Just taking charge
Yeah.
of that spotlight, and that's your
She
wife
does that. I've been
knows how to
doing
do
that because I've been since the IT days. I've been running wireless since 1990.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
So the thing, and you know this because you've seen me
Yeah.
enough times, but
I've seen you fly around.
yeah, oh yeah. But
Back when Chad used to pick you up by the feet,
Yeah.
and you'd be playing, and he'd be swinging you around, and
up in the air, and I'd be playing the solo.
That's cool.
Yeah,
knocked his head on a table once doing it.
blood went everywhere. They banned us from the club.
It was
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, all of that sounds really relatable to my life. My wife does the same thing, and
Oh,
she's
yeah.
oftentimes knocked her head on stuff. So.
Yeah.
I can totally dig that shit.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and I would do this. I'd do the same thing. It's like you're gonna pay attention to me. How I'm gonna if you're not paying attention to the band, okay. Here comes the solo. I'm gonna get off stage. I'll get on your table and
Yep.
Oh yeah.
and I will make you pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can still get on the tables at almost 71 and 2 hip replacements later.
That's why you can get on the tables.
Well,
Well,
I
you
will
got
say
them
this.
both.
And this is the reason why I had the hip replacements. 20 years of jumping off the tables
Right.
Sure.
Right.
took its toll.
Yeah. It's not the getting on the table that does it. It's the jumping off.
So I have a chair there, and I just step down. I'm watching what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just like, hey, you're gonna have to watch. Well, he's kind of an old man. He's trying to get, but I can't jump off the table.
Yeah.
So that's hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't win them all.
That's
And
right.
it's interesting because I had this thought too. Was many years ago when I was in Cannibal, I actually had this thought of because we couldn't catch a break.
Yeah.
I bet I just won't really be appreciated till I'm playing when I'm like in my 70s.
Yeah.
And sure enough,
Yeah.
that's what's happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Never give up.
Life
Yeah.
is so
Yeah.
pretty strange.
Yeah.
Still do it.
Yep.
So yeah, the new stuff for Loudmotor, we recorded about a year ago or something. We
Yeah.
recorded a new album called Wonderful. It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh,
Cool.
And
Yeah.
as soon as Joe left, I looked at the band and went, "All right, we're gonna speed this shit up."
Yeah. Nice.
And we're gonna kind of get away from the bluesy garage stuff.
Yeah.
because
And
once
my-
again,
My kind of hard rock and pedal and punk roots sort of have started coming back.
so
Yeah.
basically after 50 years, we're back full circle,
yeah,
Yeah.
and Loud is once again trying to get faster.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to get faster, and I don't hate punk rock anymore.
Yeah. Go
Yeah.
figure.
Go figure. Full circle.
Yeah, how interesting is that?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really, there's times when it's hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that I'm here.
Yeah.
And I'm here talking to you.
All right.
Yeah.
And wow. I'm a guy dear friend of mine, a guy named Don, used to say this a lot. And I've always related to it. I'm a guy that at some point, nobody I knew should ever talk to me again.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
We're done with you, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Been there.
No, don't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now people want to talk to me. And I just want to sit down. I mean,
Nice. Yeah.
Well, fuck.
Well,
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I think that was a perfect quote to end on.
Yeah.
well, I want to thank you both very much.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
really
I wasn't really
awesome.
sure what this was going to be.
This
so
is it, man. This is just a conversation.
That was so
And we're
cool.
never 100% sure what it's going to be. So people ask us and we kind of make something up, but the truth is it's an organic thing and we just do it. you
yeah,
know?
we just like fucking making space to talk to people about stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Loud. I appreciate
Yeah.
you. Damon,
Yes, sir.
awesome.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, brother.